Thanks, Delana. After a tough week, this actually gives us something to celebrate. Um, Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for the Vermont Slauson Grand Pitch Competition. For nearly a half a year or half century, the organization has actually been doing work in the community with small businesses. Thanks to all of our partners, First Citizens Bank, Citi, Comerica, Citizens Business Bank, U.S. Bank, and we'll spotlight talent today from business owners in the community who, in a lot of cases, don't get the recognition or the attention that they deserve. The work that we do at Vermont Slauson with small businesses is really small business support. As you think about the organization starting 47 years ago, we started out as a real estate developer. Our founder's vision was to redevelop that corner of Vermont and Slauson because of the potential loss of jobs. Over the last 47 years, we have helped to generate more than 3,000 jobs in that community. The biggest role that we play, though, is the work that we do with small businesses. And that work allows us to do training. It allows us to do mentorship. We are a CDFI, a community development financial institution, which allows us to bring access to capital to the community in ways that we haven't. We're also an SBA lender now, which also helps us to make smaller loans to some of those companies that wouldn't get a chance at a bank or some of the larger CDFIs. I want to thank our team at Vermont Slauson. We do a great job of putting on events like this. I see one of our former team members here who actually contributed a lot to this event. I want to thank Libby Williams also for being here. We've been really intentional about advocating for small business. In my view, our work in the community is really focused on how we can help to stand up more entrepreneurs. And the more entrepreneurs we can stand up and help to be successful, the better off the community will be long term. So today is a big deal for us. A lot of work has gone into it. This is the first one, so the inaugural one is typically the hardest. I'm hoping to be back here 12 months from now in a way that allows us to grow this, allows us to also give away more money. So for all of our sponsors who contributed here, thank you as well. And then our panel. We have a panel of industry experts, bankers, and community small businesses that will evaluate these companies and actually help us to decide on a winner. And actually today, no one's a loser, so we're really excited about all of the work that will happen as we go through today. The winners today, first prize will receive $25,000 sponsored by First Citizens Bank, so thank you, First Citizens. The second prize award of $15,000 comes from Citibank. And the third prize award is $10,000 sponsored by Comerica. For the banks who are contributing here today, you guys are our chief funders for the work that we do. We can't do this work without you, so we want to thank you as well. Before we get started, though, I want you to allow me to thank our judges. And I just recognized them, but thank you again for being here on a Saturday when you're in LA and you could actually be at the beach on this Saturday in November. So with that, let's get started.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Come on, you guys could do better than that. Good afternoon. There we go. You guys sound good and you look good. That's how we set the tone for the afternoon. Now, I am so excited to be here with you to kick off Vermont Slauson Economic Development Corporation's first annual Grand Pitch competition presented by First Citizens Bank. That's right. Give it up. So my name is Delana Atkinson, and I have the esteemed pleasure of being your host for this afternoon. And I'm not one for introductions, but they're making me do it, so I'm going to share a little bit about myself. I am an award-winning multicultural marketer, having worked at the intersections of entertainment, sports, and technology for brands like the LA Rams, Facebook, and now currently Puma. But it's my love of LA and championing and representing those underserved communities that has collided with the work that VSCDC is doing for the small businesses in South LA and made it so special for me to be here today. As a sponsor and mentor of the Urban Pose program that celebrates emerging fashion brands in South LA, I have seen firsthand the impact of the work that VSCDC is doing and how they are changing the trajectory of the small businesses in our community. Now that makes the work real, it makes it relatable, and it feels so good to be able to celebrate their work and what they're doing here with you today. So we are coming to you live, thank you for that. We are coming to you from the beautiful central office right here in El Segundo. And for those who are not here, we want to acknowledge those who are tuning in on our live stream. Thank you so much for joining us. Please make some noise for them, make them feel like they are in the building. We thank you, and live stream. So we have something very special for you. We have created an Audience Choice Award. So in addition to the prizes that will be given away today, you will have the option to select and identify the business that you believe deserves a little something extra. So throughout the presentation, please take note. There will be a poll for you to select your favorite company, and we will give that award away later today. Okay, so we have an incredible program in store for you, and I need you to know it all starts with Vermont Slauson Economic Development Corporation. Now, as their CEO has shared, they have been doing this work for over 45 years, helping our small businesses in South LA and the neighborhoods that we know and love. And as an economic resource, they have been providing tools and resources like coaching, lending, networking, access to technology, and so much more. And I need you to know that this work is incredibly important because the #1 reason why small businesses don't succeed past their first year is capital. Capital to start the business, but capital to also maintain the business. And VSCDC is providing the tools and resources for them to find that access. And the work that they're doing is critical to our communities, it's critical to our businesses, and this is how we create long-standing impact in our local communities. And that's why I'm excited about being here today, as well as the work that VSCDC is doing overall. They are equipping the businesses with tools for success. And what I love when I think about this work, I think about someone saying, I used to be a small business. But VSCDC is making sure you don't have to say that in the past tense. They are making sure that you can say, I'm an emerging, thriving, growing small business right here in South LA. So please give it up for VSCDC and the work that they are doing. And the CEO has already acknowledged the sponsors, but I need you to know for this work to continue, it doesn't, succeed without the work of the sponsors. And so we want to acknowledge First Citizens Bank, the title sponsor and sponsor of the $25,000 prize. This is life-changing money, y'all. This is money that can keep a business thriving and growing. Sponsor of the third prize, $10,000. I have to say it slow so you guys know that the money is real. The check will cash, okay? All right, as well as the event partners, Citizens Business Bank and U.S. Bank. And the exciting part is we have representatives for all of those companies here today. We do want to acknowledge Comerica for your support. They were unable to attend, but we thank you for supporting our local businesses. Okay, so now let's get why you're here. As I've shared, there are going to be 5 local businesses that are going to be pitching for their chance at $25,000, $15,000, and $10,000. And of course, our coveted Audience Choice Award. So our small businesses have been working really hard to prepare for this moment. And after several long weeks of preparation, our founders and CEOs will be taking this very stage. Now, they're going to range from a number of different industries, from fashion to beauty, sweet treats, eyewear, and others. And I had a chance to talk with them earlier this week, and their stories are incredible, and so are their businesses. And I hope that you enjoy them. Matter of fact, I know you're going to enjoy them. Okay, so what's a pitch competition without some heavy-hitting judges? And here with us today are some of LA's finest. I want to introduce you to the panel of judges that will help us identify today's winners of the prizes that we have. Starting with our sponsors, Jorge Muniz from First Citizens Bank. Thank you for being here, Jorge. Jess Tirado from Citizens Business Bank. Thank you, Jess. Lisbeth DeBroy from U.S. Bank. Dwayne Isaac from Citi. And over to our industry panel, Kareem Grimes, actor and producer, and LA native. And Ty Bouchant of Morning Mindset with Ty. Fangirl moment, I have watched Ty do what I am doing for over 20 years. She has done it for a number of different brands, so I thank you for making it possible for someone who looks like me to do what I'm doing and chase the dream. Glenn Friedman with Change Reaction. Diane Valentine with Glow and Flow. What's up, mama? And then Austin Clements with Slauson & Co. How do I get a permanent spot over at Hillstop? How do I just get in there and just get my own seat over there? The food is incredible, too, if you guys haven't been to Hilltop. Okay, so there's no doubt that today is very special for VSEDC as they celebrate their first annual pitch competition, but it's even more special for our CEOs. And being the first to do anything can be tough. So I just need your help for a little bit to help set the atmosphere for what's getting ready to take place for today. Each founder is going to have 4 minutes to present their company. Once that 4 minutes is up, they will be required to end their presentation. Now, judges, after their pitch, you will have 6 minutes collectively to share feedback. We will begin with the sponsor table and then transition to the industry table for feedback. Your advice and insight is critical, so we encourage you to be honest, provide strategic feedback, and consider their industry landscape to help them elevate not only what they're doing, but what they could be doing in the future. Now, I'm also going to ask that you will provide each person that graces the stage, including myself, grace and respect. According to mentalhealth.com, public speaking was noted as one of the greatest fears for more than 75% of the people who took that survey. So to get up here is tough, y'all, and they're gonna be pitching their businesses, their babies, so please offer them that grace. But I'm also a church girl, so I love a good hand clap. Let me see what y'all got. Let me see. Now, that's exactly what I want you to do for the founders. If they get nervous, if they stumble, if they pause, give them an encouraging clap, give them a smile, because what they are doing is going to be game-changing for their businesses and for the local community. And online, I did not forget about you. While you are not here and in your anonymity, we ask that you please refrain from posting any negative comments. We want to see encouraging, uplifting words for our small business owners, okay? All right, y'all ready? I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to see the first founder. I think it's time. I have talked enough. Judges, are you ready? Audience, are you ready? Online, go ahead and type ready in the comments. I'm getting ready to bring out our first company and CEO, Ade Neff, founder of Ride On.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Ade Neff. I'm the founder of Ride On Bike Shop right here in Leimert Park. And we've been here for like around 10 years, and we repair, sell, and rent bicycles. It was founded because there was no bike shop in the area, so I'd have to go to the west side or downtown to get my bike fixed, and I really wanted to work on my bike, so there was only like a few places where you could do that in the city. This bike shop is really focused on really helping people with that commute, right? So like if you're using bike as a transportation, that's what we really focus on because that was my situation. That's how I got into like cycling around LA. Winning the Grant Pitch competition will allow me to have access to marketing, which is a big part. We need to really beef up our social media presence. We need to rework our website and be able to also provide people to purchase bikes online. Judges, join me on this journey to make it safe out here in South LA for people to be able to ride their bikes, feel safe, commute, and just have a beautiful experience when they're riding their bikes out in the streets of LA.
Ade, you ready?
Ready like Freddie Rock, real steady.
Okay, the stage is yours.
How y'all doing? My name is Ade, and I'm the founder of Ride On Bike Shop in Leimert Park. So, thank you. So when I was in grad school, I lost my home. I became homeless. I lost my car. So I got on a bike. That turned into my project to graduate. So that was my capstone, to come up with the bicycle shop, right? And so now the bike shop has been around for 10 years. It's one of the staples in the Leimert Park area. Ride On is actually the first bike shop in the area in over 30 years. And we just don't repair, sell, and rent bicycles, right? We're also proudly a certified social enterprise. So with 10 years in business, we've grown to a second location in Southeast LA with the same, thank you. With the same mission in mind, right? So we're about making transportation accessible, eco-friendly, and affordable for everybody, right? Oh, we can go back and get the team. Yes, that's our team. Our 2 bike mechanics on the bottom, our service rep, Lena on the right, on my right, is the manager of the shop. So here's the problem. With congested highways like the 405, the 110, the 10, busy streets like Crenshaw, Los Angeles is filled with high emissions that pollute our water and air. So in addition, there's been a lack of access to alternative transportations in LA. Everybody's in a car. So our solution, we're making quality bike service and education accessible to everyone in South LA and inspiring people of all ages to ride. We are also an official e-bike incentive program dealer. The state of Los Angeles is giving people around $2,000 to purchase a bike, and we're one of the dealers that people can get the bikes from, right? And we also launched an e-bike lending library, so where participants can get a bike a month at a time, and for the first 6 months, it's free. After the first 6 months, we're working on making it very affordable for folks, right? That comes with funding. So we've partnered with, for this project, we've partnered with LADOT. We promote cycling as a lifestyle, supporting health, wellness, and community. So in preparation for large events in Los Angeles, like the World Cup, the Olympics, that's coming, the Super Bowl, that's coming, we're excited to roll out our tuk-tuks. This is the cargo tuk-tuk. It moves cargo. We also have one that moves people, and we also have another one that's moving trash and recyclables. So we're looking to really make this thing convenient and move people around Los Angeles. Like, imagine the destination Crenshaw and having one of these tuk-tuks moving people around an event like that, right? So why now? Well, Los Angeles is upgrading its infrastructure, right? We have to figure out how to get people out of cars. We're building more bikes, lanes, and making it more safe and accessible for people to ride their bikes. So we share this vision. We are all about micromobility. We support the city's push for sustainable, accessible transportation. So this is our 5-year plan.
We're projecting 20% growth each year for the next 5 years. And to help drive that, we've teamed up with Spectrum for a major campaign to promote our shop. We're also expanding our merch line and extending the bike lending library. So we extended the library program to reach further folks in South LA, right? And the use of funds, the funds will go towards expanding our mobile fleet. The cargo tuk-tuk you saw is going to be part of a cargo fleet, bike mobility. So our mechanics can go to people as opposed to people always coming to us, right? And so also build a subscription-based program and growing our e-commerce. So we're more than a bike shop. We're building healthier, connected communities. With a decade of trusted service, programs like the e-bike lending library, we're shaping the future of mobility. So we invite you to join us in making Los Angeles a place to ride your bike.
Don't go anywhere. We're not done. Come on now. Come on back. First, let me say,
Than I thought.
that's okay. You did a great job. Thank you for being first. I know it's not easy, so we appreciate you. Thank you for breaking the ice. How do you feel?
I feel good now. I feel relieved.
Okay, that you got it done and it's out the way.
Done, and I feel that money coming.
Okay. All right. So let's go over to the judges and see what they think. To our sponsor table first.
Well, Day, congratulations on your personal struggle and story and how you overcome it. And being that your business model that has inspired you for your business model, I think is amazing and tremendous, right?
Thank you.
I commend you for that. It's not easy for somebody to say that they've been homeless and that they've now overcome that and are now an entrepreneur. So I just want to give you a big round of applause for that. That's an amazing story. And I hope that you get to share your story, whether or not you win this competition or not, independent of that. Share that story with other people.
Right.
Because that is an inspiration that is worth probably more than the prize money we're going to get here, is the impact
that'll
it's
help
going to make for the community. No question, no question. But at the end of the day, the story that you have to share is an amazing one, right?
Indeed.
And in banking, one thing that we look at for business owners is, does a business owner have a vision? Do they have a passion for the business, right? And we can see that in your end. We see, are they foreseeing obstacles and challenges and opportunity? And so far, I think you've shared that with us, right? You already see the opportunity. You already are aware of the World Cup and Olympics coming up, right, and the alternative transportation methods. So we see that. So I think you have a very carefully thought out plan. Okay. The only thing that I would maybe recommend that I didn't see or heard you say or talk about is that your industry at some point in time is going to become more regulated, and there will be some state measures and local measures that may impact your business. So that's part of the foresight that we want to make sure business owners are prepared for is, are you always ready for those unforeseen challenges? That may be preventable if you stay yourself, on top of regulations and education, right? But again, I'm just amazed at your story. And if you don't mind, I will share that with my clients. And when I go up to public speaking at other venues, I will definitely use your success story as an example of, hey, si se puede. Because you just showed proof that it can be done.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jorge. Okay, so now over to our industry table.
Hi.
Hi, congratulations on a great presentation.
Thank you.
I love the idea of bikes in the neighborhood and in communities because I'm big on community and I feel like COVID put us all in the house and we need to get back outside. So congratulations on a great pitch. I just have one question for you, and it's primarily because I have 5 grandkids, right? And they are glued to their phones and their iPads. So have you thought about how you will help kids get out of the house and back out on the streets and back on bikes?
Right. So pre-COVID, we worked really hard with LAUSD to start a bike program in the schools. COVID kind of like threw that, and then COVID threw my business for a loop. We sold all the bikes we had during COVID, and after that, I couldn't get any bikes for like 2 years, right? And so just rebuilding that, but that's definitely one of the things that we want to do is go back into the schools. And I was talking earlier to someone like to actually start with the young and teaching them the bike skills, being safe out in the streets, riding their bikes, and when they get older, they'll be more aware folks riding bikes, and they'll probably stay on bikes. Because I know for me, when I'm riding my bike, people get annoyed. They want me to move out the way. They don't understand that I have the same rights as they do in the street, and that they need to give me 3 feet as I'm riding so that they can pass me, like as if I was a car. You know, so there's a lot of education that needs to go with this industry, and getting in the schools is definitely one of the things that we want to do.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your vision, and congratulations on 10 years in the second location. I think that that's just amazing. As a former cyclist, I know that COVID was challenging, which is that both bikes sold out and used bikes went way up in price, and now they've dropped dramatically.
Right.
How is that affecting your business, and how are you seizing the opportunity as it relates to the used bike market?
Yeah, it really drastically affected our business. Luckily for us, we work with different community organizations doing bike education courses. In this e-bike library program, we put partnership with DOT and Lacey, really saved this business. Otherwise, I don't think I would have been here today. You know, so that support helped, and we're extending that program as well, so that we're going to be around for a minute. You know.
As somebody that lives in the community, I actually have used Ride On during COVID when I was trying to get my bike together to ride. As far as the subscription with the bike library, can you just explain a little bit more about that?
Right. So we're working with several different community organizations, Trust South LA, Scope, and they have memberships, right? So right now it's a pilot program. So they're reaching out to their memberships. Their members, if you are qualified for a Metro Lifeline card, you qualify for the program, and we onboard you. You get training on how to use an e-bike, and then you get the bike for a month. After the month, we talk to you, figure out what you like, what you didn't like, how it works for you, and then you get it for the first 6 months, and it's free.
Awesome. That's great.
So do we have time for one more question or no?
Absolutely, go
Okay,
ahead.
sorry. First of all, thank you. Congratulations to you. You can feel and see your passion in what you're doing. Your personal story and commitment to it is wonderful. I love seeing actually that you have young people also working in the shop and developing them as leaders and as entrepreneurs. So I just want to commend you on that. As someone who is a wellness enthusiast and actually started Morning Mindset with Ty because of my love of wellness and being outdoors, I did have a couple of questions. There was something interesting that you said about a $2,500 credit that people can receive. Yes. How is that promoted, and how do people become aware of this credit if you have access to it? And what do you benefit from that credit? Does that mean that they come into your shop and they can spend that $2,500? That's question one. And then part B is, outside of bikes, what is your take and your commitment or work with scooters? I love scooting around my neighborhood. Come on.
So we don't work with scooters as of yet. We're still reeling from COVID and really establishing the bike shop as far as like the used bikes and the new bikes. We're just not becoming vendors for new bikes, right? Your first question was about the credit. So it's a program run by the state of California. And so they launched it, pulled back, relaunched it, pulled back a couple of times. And so they haven't really started really blasting the information out there yet, but it should be coming really soon. And once you qualify for the $2,500, then you can come to my shop as dealer, then you can get the bike that you want. And the benefit for me is I get to sell people bikes, and I sell it at the regular price, and the state is, subsidizing the purchase of the bike.
Awesome. Thank you, judges. Thank you, Ade, for breaking the ice for us. We appreciate you, and I will see you backstage.
Thank you.
Okay, so while the judges finish tallying up their scores, we have someone from VSCDC who's going to be educating you on some of the programs that they offer for small businesses. So I'd like to welcome Jessica Aquino to the stage to talk about the power of CDI CDFI Lending.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Jessica Aquino, and I am the South LA Business Source Program Manager at Vermont Slauson. I'm here to talk about VSCDC's CDFI program. CDFI is the community development financial institution that launched in 2018 to become one of the 1,000 to earn the coveted certified CDFI distinction from the U.S. Treasury Department. Since then, we have helped over 100 small businesses receive loans. We have infused nearly $6 million in capital into small businesses in at-risk areas of LA County. 87% of our loan recipients identify as Black or Latino, and 51% of direct loans of the recipients are women. Access to capital impacts the startup or established businesses with enabling growth, supports operational expenses, and fosters innovation, adaptability, and it creates opportunities for expansion. It also helps manage unexpected emergencies, which we all know that can happen from time to time. When you enroll with us at VSCDC, you are matched with the business advisor that is with you every step of the way, from packaging your loan, the approval process, and up to your final last payment. Wow, what an accomplishment. If you're struggling with payments, your business advisor is only a phone call away. We can help you get right back on track. That's how dedicated we are to our clients, because in the club, we all fam. Looking forward to help serve you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. I saw Jessica in the back, and she was so nervous. You guys give it up for her. She crushed it. She shared that VSCDC has been responsible for giving out over $6 million to our small businesses. And as we've been talking about capital, it's great to know that there are resources in the community available for us to keep our businesses thriving. Okay, so one company down, we have 4 left. I have another one. You guys ready? I like that. Okay, so please welcome Crystal Crawford, founder of Liberated Eyewear.
I know, they want me to sit?
Hi, my name is Crystal Crawford. I'm the founder of Liberated Eyewear. We are the independently owned and operated eyewear brand based right here in Los Angeles and the #1 online modern eyewear brand that offers a bespoke collection of prescription glasses and sunglasses designed to elevate, innovate, and impact each individual. I created this brand because oftentimes I would go to the eye doctor's office and I was never met with a pair of glasses that I loved, even complimented my health or complimented my personal style. So I said to myself, I am going to set out and find me a way to start a brand that allows people to freely and fearlessly express their personal style and unique taste. Backed with the most advanced technology, winning the Grand Pitch competition will allow us to expand our reach to our target audience through effective marketing strategies that will amplify our digital and online presence. We'll be able to expand our product line, continue to innovate, and impact the lives around us. Join me on this journey to impact how people are not only able to see, but how people are being seen.
You guys give it up for Crystal Crawford, Liberated Eyewear. Come on up here, girl. You said you want to elevate, innovate, and impact. Yes. You are taking, when I was coming up, glasses were we were called nerdy, 4 eyes, and you are making it cool. What inspires you to start Liberated Eyewear, and how are you feeling about being here today?
So part of the inspiration for me was just seeing a need that we were completely absent in this market, and we just wasn't included in breaking the stigma. I wear glasses. I think somebody in the audience has a pair of my prescription glasses, and I never wanted to wear them because they were just burdensome to my look. So I saw that challenge and I took it on.
All right, well, you ready to pitch?
I think so.
Come on now, are you ready to pitch?
Yes, I'm ready to pitch.
You got this, the stage is yours.
Okay. Thank you. Immerse yourself into a world where vision is seeing beyond the ordinary, and your eyewear represents a portal of empowerment, style, and innovation. Welcome to Liberated Eyewear. My name is Crystal Crawford. I'm an award-winning entrepreneur, senior cancer research professional and founder of said brand. We are the #1 online modern eyewear brand that offers a bespoke collection of prescription glasses and sunglasses designed to elevate your individualism and help you see the world as it should be seen. We have over 15 years. Always met with the same styles from the same companies. So I was forced to sacrifice my unique taste, personal visual experience, and worse, my eye health. So I created a brand that disrupts the market by redefining what it means, the powerful effect that a great pair of eyewear can have on the individual. We leverage the latest technology in prescription glasses, fuse those with fashion-forward designs, and we're backed by a strong philanthropic aspect. The market is currently valued at over $140 billion globally. And as the demand for high-quality, high-fashion eyewear increases, customers are going more online to shop with brands that align with their personal values and personal style. That's what we come in at. We meet the demands of today's consumer through leveraging exceptional technology for visual clarity and eye health. We couple that with stylish designs to amplify your presence, and we protect our planet and give back to our communities with our social initiatives. Our business model allows you to fully customize your prescription directly on our website. And as an e-commerce brand, we're direct to consumer across all social media platforms. We've landed 2 in-store retail deals in Westfield Mall within the first year. We foster our community's ecosystem by sponsoring community events and raising awareness to eye health. And we continue to give back to our customers through our brand ambassador and loyalty rewards program. A little fast. Okay. Our marketing strategies aim to effectively attract, reach, and retain our target audience. And we've optimized an array of strategies from SEO integration, digital marketing, paying for ads, and we back our products with 30 days of happiness guaranteed. We've been in more than several major eyewear magazines within our first year. And we've integrated the latest virtual try-on that gives you realistic previews and accurate measurements for the elevated shopping experience. As a startup, we are the future of prescription glasses. We allow our clients to customize their personal needs. No more one size fit all. We innovate through exceptional technology, and for the first time ever, you guys are all hearing, I'm the first Black-owned independent brand to have our own proprietary digital progressive lens. Thank you. We're purpose-driven. We protect our planet with carbon-neutral shipment to over 100 countries. We advocate for education and better healthcare initiatives through our A Vision to Heal project in Accra, Ghana, with every pair sold. Within a year, we've overcome a lot. We had limited capital, no network or connections. But I bootstrapped my business to becoming an award-winning, highly publicized brand all in 1 year. I made history this year of being the first Black-owned woman, Black independent-owned brand to be nominated or voted actually as Vision Monday's most influential women in optical of 2024. And in the years to come, we want to continue to expand our reach, innovate our product line, and land bigger collaborative partnerships such as Macy's and Nordstrom's. With our startup of only $5,000, we've hit some remarkable milestones. We made our first business-to-business deal. Liberated Eyewear is now offered in select eye doctors' offices. We made global sales, shout out to Europe and Australia. And since the last quarter, we've seen a 65% increase in our average order value, profit margin, and click-through rate. Just imagine what $25,000 can do for such an ambitious brand. We will be able to reinvest back into our product line and marketing, making Liberated Eyewear a household name. Peace to lens crafters. Liberated Eyewear is not just another eyewear brand, but as a Black-owned, woman-led brand, I am proudly breaking barriers and leading the modern eyewear movement. Join me in this revolution where we impact lives, not only to change the way people see the world, but change the way the world sees them. Thank you.
Crystal, where you going? Where you going? Come on back, mama.
I'm so nervous. We trying to run off stage. We like, ooh, it's over. Let's get out of here.
No, you got to stay.
Okay.
You know what? What makes today incredibly special is as you impact that they're creating. These are businesses in our local community. You don't need a celeb-backed business. You don't need a big name. You just need a vision and a work ethic, and you guys are seeing that firsthand today. So kudos to you and the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
So I want to go over to our sponsors table for some feedback. Jess?
All right. Crystal, I totally connect with what you said about going to your optometrist, looking through every lens that they have, every frame, and not liking any of them. So I can definitely connect with that. Just some of the things that I wrote down that stood out to me is, and first of all, thank you for sharing a sample. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Your digital online presence. I loved what you said about able to see and being seen. That is just very cool. And that there are a few key players there, so you are a disruptor. So that is fantastic. Keep doing that. And I loved what you said about being fully customized and proprietary lenses. So just great presentation.
Thank you.
Keep doing it. It's phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, over to our industry table for feedback.
Nice.
Austin will be nice.
Hey, Crystal. Great presentation, first and foremost.
Thank you.
So I work in venture capital. I hear people come to me all the time, basically with the position of like, once I get the capital, I'm able to get started on all these things. And so to see people like you, you're so unique where it's like, I didn't have the capital, I got started anyway, and I got momentum behind my business and won all these awards and got all this recognition. It's huge. Second, obviously, I'm rocking your glasses right now.
I see they look good on you. Yeah, that's what we're about. We're about style.
so I appreciate it. I'm trying them out. So I'm enjoying them. But third, one of the things that I wanted to hear a little bit more from was with, let's say, a $25,000 grant. I want to hear a little bit more about what specifically you want to spend that on and where that gets you.
Yeah, so the biggest challenge right now is just expanding our product line, just really fine-tuning that and raising brand awareness. That's the biggest challenge. Entering a market with less than 3% of people who look like me in this market. So establishing that credibility is why I was very ambitious to begin with. And being in cancer research made it very easy for me to maneuver around a lot of different things. I'm a clinical scientist for research. So it was easy for me to add that healthcare piece, but this $25,000, I want to innovate. I want to be at the forefront of this modern eyewear movement. And we just launched our proprietary lens, digital progressive lens, and that will help back that research and development and marketing. And then also we have our A Vision to Heal project in Accra, Ghana, and I want to continue to fund that and impact lives and like change the world. But for operational purposes, marketing and products, marketing and product line. So that's the one thing that, we need, but I bootstrap my own business sometimes. So this will help alleviate my pockets, if you know what I mean. My own pockets hurting a little bit.
First of all, you're amazing,
Thank
and
you.
great presentation.
Thank you.
And I recently discovered, fashion eyewear. I'd never done it, but I know it's highly competitive.
Yes.
You have some really big players, whether it's Warby Parker or whether it's Jacques Marie, or that there are incredible partners. How are you going to differentiate? And 25,000 is a lot. But you have a big vision. What do you ultimately think you need to take this business forward?
So our competitors, basically, they corner the market. 8% of all eyewear that's manufactured. So we're up against them, but what makes us unique is that we're responsible in sustainability. We want to impact lives, so we give back. Secondly, our style. We're unique and we're bespoke. Warby Parker is one of those other brands. You go Ray-Bans, Ralph Lauren. You come to Liberated, you find your own unique self and personality. So our brand is about empowerment and not necessarily just glasses, but being seen and expressing yourself. So biggest thing that is for us is a lot of money behind marketing so we could get our voice out there with a little, sometimes when people come up to me and say, hey, I want to interview you or nominate you for this award, I'm very surprised at them even knowing who I am. And that's the work that I'm putting in behind the brand with the little that I have. Imagine if I had this and what I want to do. So I have so much coming up. I want to expand into a childcare line, children's line. I want to do that. We pride ourselves off offering the latest technology in prescription lens, which can be costly, but we only offer HD and digital lens, so that's how we're a little superior to our competitors. We just need a voice. We need the momentum behind the voice for that. So that's mainly what the 25, and then the operations. I want to say also improving our key performance indicators, our click-through rate, average order value, profit margin, getting a better profit margin for us so that we are ultimately, profitable and in a better position. We're research and development on smart glasses as well. I have plans to get into the metaverse as we're going into that way of wearing virtual reality glasses as well. So those are some of the things that I have in the pipeline that the $25,000 can help build momentum behind. Be nice. Thank you.
Well done. I'll be very, very brief with this. Crystal, you killed it. I am a big eyewear and hat, so I'm an accessories girl.
Yeah.
I will, now that I know your brand, I will absolutely support. So congratulations to you on everything that you've been able to do with $5,000 over the course of a year. What is your price point? And then I wanted to understand a little bit more about your profit margin. How much does it make to cost to manufacture and create each glasses and each lens versus your price point in the market?
Yes, so about that. We have a few manufacturers, one in Hong Kong, one in Italy, and one in China. So we barbell the pricing. Our prescription glasses start at $85, but once you start to customize the lens, that adds up a little bit. And being that we don't take FSA, we give a prescription lens discount automatically. Our eyewear, the one you have here that's sourced in Italy, those are a little bit more expensive, about $120. It has Italian acetate and nightline lens. Those are rare qualities and the highest qualities in eyewear. So the ones that are a little bit more durable, like the ones I have on, these are $85. I have my blue light blockers in them. I'm a little blind, so my prescription.
$85 to make or retail?
So what it costs to make these, if it's acetate, we only source acetate because I want the highest quality. It costs me $15 to make. Those cost $30 to make.
And so your retail profit margins are about 65 to 70%,
Yes,
it sounds like.
I want to increase that profit margin because the average profit margin in the eyewear industry is 300%. So within the first year, I was very ambitious in finding out who makes LensCrafters lenses, who makes Louis Vuitton packaging, who makes their glasses, and I went after those companies with my own money. And once I found out what the difference was for sourcing that and reselling that, I was like, okay, I need a little bit more, a wider profit margin. So I'm a little bit behind the scale there, but I'm still raising brand awareness. So
the reason why I asked that, because of what that shares and shows and demonstrates to us is, what the opportunity is in terms of what the margins are for the larger brands. And so that also means that as you're setting your prices, as you scale, you want to be mindful about how you price point from the gate, because it's very hard to train consumers in one way and then shift the price. So you want to be thoughtful about that as well.
That's in consideration as well. So I'm considering all my consumers, but I've gotten a lot of feedback. I've been in a Vision magazine, Vision Monday magazine, and they always tell me my prices are way too low. I'm told that often, but just being new, especially being a woman of color breaking into this industry, we're trained to be humble, and your prices are too much. And I don't know how to explain, we're all getting our stuff from pretty much the same place, because I wanted to represent the quality and I want to represent the style. And it wasn't just about starting another business, but it was about making history, breaking barriers, and being an example of us being in this industry. We could do so much more than so many things in front of us. I mean, I've gotten into cancer research. I don't know how, but there wasn't that example when I was growing up. So now, people come up to me and be like, oh my God, a Black-owned eyewear company makes prescription glasses, and that's always worth it more to me than anything. So yeah, we're going to slowly titrate, but we barbell the prices 85 to 120. And so you get to pick what is in your price range. Yeah. Thank you. No problem. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you for making all of us nerdy people who wear glasses feel innovative and cool. We appreciate you. Great job. I will see you backstage.
Free. All right, thank you.
You're finally free. Okay, so with 2 companies down, we have just 3 left. So online, I hope you guys are taking note because we will be expecting you to help us identify our audience choice winner later on today. Okay, so while our judges finish tallying up their scores, I want to welcome to the stage Megan Dominguez from Via CDC to share some information about the Best Buy Teen Tech Center, and the AT&T Connected Learning Center.
Hello, welcome everyone to our first annual Grand Pitch competition. I'm so excited to see you all here. There's been a lot of work behind the scenes, and I'm just so excited to have everyone here. Crystal, I don't know where she went. Time that I've been here, so congratulations on your pitch. And judges, thank you so much for your feedback. So, okay. As you all may know, VACDC does have many different programs that support and uplift our community. And one of my personal favorites, I tell everyone about it, especially because it directly affects the youth, is the South LA Best Buy Teen Tech Center and the AT&T Connected Learning Center. So, okay, working with small businesses, we really notice that a lot of business owners, they don't really have access to computers, technology, or even Wi-Fi. The AT&T CLC comes into place, and we provide free access to Wi-Fi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so on the other side, we have the South LA Teen Tech Center, right? And Ty and her team really work to educate the youth and provide 21st century skills. So there they tackle educating the kids with animation, digital recording, podcasts. They have amazing technologies in there. Excuse me. Have fashion and sewing equipment. With 20+ boot camps that we have year-round, and after-school drop-in hours, youth in South LA are able to learn and harbor their creative skills. And something amazing part about the Best Buy Teen Tech Center is that the students have been awarded over $40,000 in scholarships, which is amazing because, you know, the kids in our community don't get a lot of opportunities, and they have even worked with household names like Netflix, which is awesome. So we'd like to thank Ty and the Teen Tech Center for their magnificent work, and you have to go visit us at 6109 Southwestern. Thank you.
You did a great job. Thank you so much for sharing that information. That is incredible for what VSCDC is doing in the community. And as you can see, it's not just about funding. It is also about access to technology. It is about access to be able to do the work that you want to do through the vision that you set forth. So thank you for sharing that. I have another company coming up, a total different industry. So I hope you guys have been enjoying what you've been hearing and you've been learning some good information. Judges, are you ready for the next company? All right. Okay, so please welcome Brittany Golden, founder of IGL Nails.
Hi, my name is Brittany Golden, and I'm the founder and CEO of IGL Nails. We're a nail bed size inclusive press-on nail brand. So what that means is if you have petite nail beds, wide nail beds, or standard nail beds, we have a design and a set that will match you. I started the brand in 2020 because of the pandemic. The nail shops were closed. I wanted a sense of normalcy while I was sitting at home. So I actually started custom designing my press-on nails and posting them to my followers. I have a YouTube channel. And everyone was like, well, can you make me a set? Can you make me a set? So today I'm here at Founders House LA with Brain Trust Founders Studios. They have been so supportive in my journey as an entrepreneur. And it's so important to get out and network. It's how you meet people. Winning the grand pitch competition with the SEDC would allow me to really change the trajectory of my business. I recently had a meeting with TJ Maxx, with TJ Maxx Canada, TJ Maxx Australia, and TJ Maxx US, and they're interested in bringing IGL Nails in store across the world. And I need this funding to be able to fulfill those POs. My last thing I'll say to you is, would you ever go to Nordstrom and get a pair of jeans that you've never tried on before? Now you have the option to do that with IGL Nails. Trying on your press-on nails before you leave the store. Nail shops were closed. I wanted a sense of normalcy while I was sitting at home. So I actually started custom designing my press-on nails and posting them to my followers. I have a YouTube channel. And everyone was like, well, can you make me a set? Can you make me a set? So today I'm here at Founders House LA with Brain Trust Founders Studios. They have been so supportive in my journey as an entrepreneur. And it's so important to get out and network. It's how you meet people. Winning the grand pitch competition with the SEDC would allow me to really change the trajectory of my business. I recently had a meeting with TJ Maxx, with TJ Maxx Canada, TJ Maxx Australia, and TJ Maxx US, and they're interested in bringing IGL Nails in store across the world. And I need this funding to be able to fulfill those POs. My last thing I'll say to you is, would you ever go to Nordstrom and get a pair of jeans that you've never tried on before? Now you have the option to do that with IGL Nails. Trying on your press-on nails before you leave the store.
Come on, Brittany Golden, come on up here. Brittany, you coming with support, I see.
Yes.
Okay, so how are you feeling today? When we talked earlier this week, you told me I could be a pressanista.
Yes, absolutely.
What does that mean? Tell everybody what it means to be a pressanista.
That's my community. That's my social media community. I call them my pressanistas.
So if I join the community and get some press-on nails, I could be a pressanista.
That'll be your name.
Okay, now. So who do we have here with us on the stage today?
This is my model, Brandy, and her purpose here is to show you just how fast and convenient press-on nails are. So she actually only has the time that I'm pitching to do her nails.
All right.
It's on you, boo.
Okay, Brittany, you have set the stage. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
IGL Nails is on a mission to bring true inclusivity to the $2.3 billion nail industry, a space where no major players following the loss of my father, which profoundly changed my life. I left my corporate IT career to rediscover what life meant to me again. A year later, the pandemic hit and nail salons closed. I started painting press-ons as a therapeutic. Not only helped me heal, but would also lead to the birth of IGL Nails. Customer feedback helped us discover that there was a clear gap. The $2.3 billion nail industry catered to a narrow range of sizes, leaving countless women, especially women of color with wider nail beds, feeling overlooked. Even as one of Amazon's fastest growing beauty categories, top selling brands with greater resources fail to truly offer diverse sizing for our nails. So we filled that gap. IGL Nails offers high quality, stylish press-ons designed to fit every nail bed, from petite to wide and everything in between, making beauty more accessible, empowering, and inclusive for everyone. Our new innovative Try Me On packaging allows customers to try nails on in store to see how they look and fit, just like trying on a pair of jeans, reducing returns and keeping us competitive in a crowded market. We're also working on virtual try-on technology to enhance the online shopping experience. I've been fortunate to have mentors through accelerators like Goldman Sachs Black Business and Target Forward Founders, to name a few, who strengthened our foundation and given me the tools to grow IGL Nails sustainably. So here are the facts. With a projected $70K revenue, our D2C average order value is $36. 77% of our revenue comes from retail partnerships with Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and soon Hot Topic.
Recently, TJ Maxx expressed interest in expanding our line into Canada and Australia. We have 10 indie retail partners across the US. We've participated in 190 pop-ups, bringing in 7,000 customers that give us immediate feedback to improve. Collaborating with brands like Nike and celebrity exposure have helped us grow our Prestonista community to 50,000 people, garnering us over 1 million views on social media. And we've been featured in InStyle, ATLA, and Essence. Black women like myself often have to, thank you. Thank you. Black women like myself often have to carve out spaces in industries where they don't see or hear us. So while we're proud of our accomplishments, the way we make women feel and our values matter most. Innovating beauty solutions to give women more confidence, time, and money. Educating about inclusive beauty for self-care. And activating by engaging our community through strategic partnerships. Beyond beauty, we're committed to our community. We empower women and teens through hosting workshops that blend self-care and entrepreneurship. We provide a space for them to explore self-expression, build confidence, and gain practical skills to pursue their dreams while prioritizing their well-being. We're set to drive a 40% revenue increase in 2025, and this funding will fuel our next stage of growth by helping us expand our D2C reach through digital marketing, securing a 3PL to scale our inventory and reduce costs, keep pricing competitive, and meet the growing demand of our retail partners. Finalize our anime licensing deal, and expand our product line, launching exclusive collections with Black artists, bringing visibility to them and revenue to us both. Additionally, thank you. Additionally, we'll invest in new molds for even more inclusive sizing. Starting with $10K from my dad, $50K of my own savings, and help from freelancers, I've grown IGL Nails as a full-time solo mompreneur with lean resources and big ambition. There is no better person to lead this charge than me. IGL Nails is more than just a brand, it's a legacy. I want my daughter to grow up going in beauty aisles, seeing things that represent her. I invite you all to be a part of our story in making beauty more accessible, empowering, and inclusive. God, I was trying to hold them tears in. Thank you. I'm done.
Brittany.
Yeah.
Girl, come on. Come on.
No, I'm good. It just means a lot.
Incredible. It's great to see when you founded a business with a vision that is so deep and so intentional. And what I love is as you were talking, and a lot of conversation is happening across country about inclusion. And we think about it as just race. But there are so many different aspects of inclusion, like nail bed sizes and how it impacts industry. So thank you for shining the light on that and reimagining what this industry can look like. Okay, so over to our judges for feedback. Let's start with the sponsor table.
First of all,
Her nails are done.
Oh, come on now. Come show them off. Come. Okay, come on.
Done.
You got that. They look good.
Love it.
Something like that would cost you $80 at the nail shop. So, yeah.
Brittany said something like that will cost $80 in the nail shop. That happened just now in 4 minutes or less.
For $15.99.
For $15.99.
I have a set on too.
Nice.
All right.
And a few people in the audience.
Yes. Okay, so over to our sponsor table.
So, Brittany, first of all, your dad must be so proud of you.
Get me crying again, girl.
And I'm going to cry with you. And as a mom to a mom, especially with a newborn baby, you are doing an amazing job. Keep up the great work. Your presentation was phenomenal.
Thank you.
Now, I must admit, I've never tried on press-on nails myself because I don't trust that they will stay on, but I'm definitely really excited to try yours. Presentation was great. Love, congratulations that you are at local retailers, and it sounds like you're very successful. From a banking perspective and financial perspective, I definitely love the slide that you captured that talked about, your revenue increase, how you're going to utilize the funds, and you're very specific and you threw numbers at us. So definitely love that. Continue doing that, and I just wanted to say you did a phenomenal job today.
Thank you.
Okay, over to our industry table for feedback, please.
That cuticle oil is amazing. I just put some on. I actually learned about that maybe about a year or two ago, and that is amazing. So, fellas, if your cuticles are ashy, make sure you get some of that oil.
It's called the best damn cuticle oil for
Yeah,
a
it
reason.
is. As far as I think you've kind of checked the boxes, my question was going to ask that I was going to ask as far as doing deals with celebrities and things of that nature. Which I think will be amazing. Like I said, you've kind of answered that. Once again, great pitch. The young lady doing her nails. So just wanted to send kudos to you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Such a great pitch. I mean, from having all the information there to having the live demonstration to having the example, the innovative packaging, very, 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 very well done. I feel very proud of you now. As you know, I'm in the beauty space as well, so I also just want to commend you for not just saying I'm going to do another, brand of press-on nails, but really identifying a white space. Because I think that is how us as Black beauty founders can succeed, not by doing another, press-on nail or another shampoo or conditioner, but really finding out where the missing links are and how we can fit in there. My question for you is, what is your plan to really bring down your price point? I know about TJ Maxx and Marshalls and big brands, and I know that they want our costs to be so incredibly low. So what is the plan, and what do you need to do to get to that point so that you can be successful in big box?
So for me, in order for me to bring my pricing down, I need to be able to increase the order of my inventory. Right now I'm doing their lowest MOQ because all of the money that I have coming from the business goes back into my business and in inventory. So once I'm able to up that inventory, it's gonna allow me to bring my pricing down. It's gonna increase my margins because I have different pricing for different retailers. Like TJ Maxx and Marshalls has different pricing than Hot Topic, has different pricing from my indie retailers. But once I can increase my order volume, which this $25,000 will help me do, securing a 3PL to hold all this inventory and help me with scaling it is really gonna bring my pricing down.
As someone who has worked in the beauty space for 26 years, you did nail it. So congratulations.
Unintended.
And Glenn, that came from Glenn just as much as it did from me. My question is a very, very basic one. What does
IGL stand for?
Thank you.
It stands for It's a Golden Lifestyle, which was based off of my YouTube channel that I created a few years ago. I did beauty reviews on wigs and hair, and this was when I was in the corporate world, and so I was doing it for the corporate girlies. And I decided to roll that, because I already had an audience there, into my brand, and so I just kept it going.
Great. Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Brittany, you have done an incredible job. Thank you for sharing your story and for doing your pitch. We appreciate your authenticity.
Thank you.
And I will see you backstage.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, how are you guys feeling? You feeling good? Okay, so we have done 3 pitches so far, and we are going to take a short bathroom break. Just kidding. Before that, you are going to learn a little bit more about VSCDC, and then you're going to get a bathroom break. So I need you to hold it for about 2 to 3 more minutes if you can. Okay, so I would like to welcome Jonathan Kennard from VSCDC to share more information about the CEO series.
Thank you. Wow, y'all, this is such an amazing moment for Vermont Slauson in our community. Just give a round of applause for everybody involved again. So I won't be too long. I know y'all have to use the restroom, but my name is Jonathan Kennard. Our director of programs here now for Vermont Slauson, and I've been with the company a little over 4 years now. And previous to this position, I had been a business advisor for 4 years. And what led me to even come to Vermont Slauson was the fact that my business got to continue to exist. And the reason it got to continue to exist is because I received a grant myself for $25,000. And so when I got that grant, I needed help to know what to do, how to build my business, what kind of resources to get involved. And so that's when I came over to Vermont Slauson, and I was able to get paired up with a business advisor. And because of that work, then I said, well, hey, I want to do that and to help people, because that's now that I've done it. And so I became a business advisor. And so, you know, we would have different pitch competitions, and the prize would be like $5,000 or $2,000. And so because I know firsthand what the impact of that $25,000 was able to do for my business, which is why it's still here, I said, y'all, one of the first things I want to do as program director is make sure we increase that to $25,000. And so this year, we're doing that. So it's just an amazing full circle moment, especially because one of the judges on the panelists was one of the people who was part of the fund that I got my $25,000. So Austin Clemens, just again, thank you again. So it's community, y'all, and Vermont Slauson, we've been here to help community, and one of the ways we do that is through our CEO series. A lot of our business owners are just operating off pure passion and talent, but they don't have the proper business knowledge or templates or to help them to navigate, right? And so that's where the CEO series comes about. It's a 6 weeks, all immersive course that we've developed, and it allows our business owners to receive the fundamentals of what it takes to be successful here in Los Angeles. Because as y'all know, this is one of the most difficult places in the world to do business. 4th most difficult in the world, actually, and most expensive. So when you're building something from our community for our community, we want to make sure you do it right. We don't want you to have to owe a whole bunch of taxes because you didn't know that you had to file every quarter. We don't want your business to have to shut down because you just simply didn't file that statement of information and you didn't get access to those grants. And so that's what the CEO series does. And the part of it is you do have to enroll. So once you do enroll to become a client with us, you also get a business advisor. So not only do you get to attend class and get equipped with the templates and the resources, you also get a business advisor that can walk you through those things. So that's just one of the many cohorts that we offer here. You'll learn more about our programming later on through the remainder of this program. But we are here for the community, and I'm telling y'all, today is an amazing moment in history, and I'm so excited to be part of it, and I'm so glad that we're able to do this. So enjoy the rest of your bathroom break, and we'll be back for the show.
Thank you. If you guys would please take your seats. This is like that part of church where they ask you to go and greet somebody, and you're like, come on, y'all, all right. You met somebody new, you did networked, come on. Online. Thank you for continuing to watch. We hope that you enjoyed the questions during the break. We encourage you to check out the story on VSCDC Instagram to vote for the Audience Choice Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please grab your seats. Now, actually, like right now, like in this very moment, please. Thank you very much. Okay, so we have had 3 amazing companies present already, and I cannot believe there are just 2 left. I have been blown away by what I've seen, and I think, you know, the most exciting part is these businesses are right here in South LA, and they are doing incredible things. Okay, so we have another company coming up. Judges, I hope you had a chance to rest, reset, talk a little bit, because I would like to introduce the story of Tanya Wien from Selects Active Beauty.
My name is Tanya Wien, and I'm the founder of Selects Active Beauty. We are an inclusive skincare and beauty brand for female athletes. Our mission is to make better on-the-go skincare and beauty essentials to support female athletes in their training and help them seamlessly transition to wherever life takes them after the gym. I was inspired to create Selects based on a personal need of mine. There have been countless times after a training session when I wanted to freshen up after the gym, but I didn't have time to shower or wash my face, and I just couldn't find the right products. And when I looked at what was available on the market, all I found were a lot of really overly complicated products that didn't make sense for the gym, products that assumed that athletes are always showering or washing their faces after a workout, which I know is definitely not true. A lot of products with toxic ingredients or ingredients that conflicted with my existing skincare, and above all, a lot of products made exclusively for men and not diverse female athletes like myself. Winning the Grand Pitch competition will help me cover the costs of research and development for my first 2 products, including lab fees and testing fees, as well as the cost of raw ingredients and packaging supplies, as well as fulfillment costs for when we launch our first 2 products in April. I truly believe that the future of beauty is active and inclusive, and I hope that you'll join me in building that future together.
Please welcome to the stage Tanya Wien. So, Tanya, we've talked earlier this week, and I told you about my love of SoulCycle. I have a few friends from SoulCycle here in the audience. Tell us why your brand would be great for them after a good workout.
Personally, I made this brand because I need on-the-go beauty solutions that help me when I need to transition from the gym to wherever I'm going later. And the first 2 products that I'm launching are a post-workout facial mist and a sport body spray, and they're both rinse optional, 100% non-toxic, made by diverse female chemists. So I think it would be a great fit for anyone doing SoulCycle or any athlete of any kind.
That's awesome. Okay, so are you ready to pitch?
I am ready.
All right, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here. My name is Tanya Wien, and I'm the founder of Selects Active Beauty. To tell you a little bit about myself, I am a first-generation Vietnamese American. I was raised in the least diverse state in the country, which is Vermont, at 98% Caucasian. Growing up, I definitely lacked diverse role models in beauty and sport. And I didn't actually discover sport until my 20s, when my sister suggested that I try CrossFit to help alleviate lifelong depression, anxiety, and disordered eating. I'm proud to say that I'm still a CrossFit and Olympic weightlifting athlete today. Wow. Thank you. And as an athlete, there have been countless moments at the gym when I wanted to freshen up quickly after a workout, but I just couldn't find clean, on-the-go beauty products that lived up to my standards and were made for diverse female athletes like myself. So I decided to make those products myself, and that's how Selects was born. We are an inclusive beauty brand that makes better on-the-go beauty essentials for all female athletes. To highlight a few things that make us different, all of our products are multifunctional, rinse optional, and made for easy on-the-go use. We only use super clean, plant-derived ingredients. We are proud to partner with diverse female chemists in order to make inclusive products, and all of our products are sustainably sourced and packaged. Compared to our competitors, we're really the only active beauty brand right now that offers skincare that checks all of the boxes. Each of our competitors, as you can see, is lacking in some key aspect, whether it's non-toxicity, a lack of inclusivity, or true formula differentiation. The active beauty market is estimated to be worth about $30 billion globally. It's growing very quickly at a rate of 8% year over year, in part due to the rapid rise of women's professional sports. This is supported by survey data, which shows that 65% of millennial women who are our target demographic are really interested in active skincare. We plan to sell in both direct-to-consumer and retail channels. We plan to price our products squarely within the masstige category, so our first two products will be between $25 and $29. Our goal is to offer our customers really premium quality at a price point that's still accessible. And the key resources for our business will really be the raw plant ingredients that we use in our formulations, as well as sustainable packaging options. Our marketing and our sales strategy will really be based around building a really strong organic brand community, as well as forming partnerships with athletes who can serve as ambassadors and help drive affiliate sales. And we also see a lot of opportunity in partnering not only with sports leagues, but fitness adjacent brands like activewear brands as well. It's also really important to us to partner with community organizations that are helping to increase diverse female representation and mental health awareness in sport. I personally feel that discovering CrossFit in my 20s was nothing short of life-saving, and I strongly believe that every woman deserves access to the profound physical and mental benefits of sport. However, we know that diverse women face disproportionately high barriers to sports participation, and part of my mission with Selects is to help change that. In order to get our first two products to market early next year, we are anticipating total startup costs of around $45,000. Selects has been an entirely self-funded brand to date out of my life savings, and if we were to win a cash prize today, we would devote 100% of it to product development and manufacturing costs, which we think are gonna run about $31,000. When we do launch, we are expecting to be profitable to start, to turn a small margin based on our really healthy unit economics. However, we recognize there's a lot of uncertainty in terms of fluctuating costs of shipping and raw materials, so we actually have built in a buffer into our pricing strategy to account for that. We are targeting a soft launch in April of next year with a friends and family presale. We will be launching with our first two products in skincare, but we do hope to expand eventually into makeup and hair care as well. And a big picture goal of ours is actually to be an official partner at the 2028 LA Olympics. Thank you. To be totally honest with you, when I first started Selects a little bit less than a year ago, I had really severe imposter syndrome. I am not a professional athlete. I'm also not your typical beauty founder. My background is in technology and law. But what I've come to realize over the course of actually building this brand for the last year is that all of these things that make me different as a founder actually are what make me uniquely positioned to build this brand. Thank you. And I believe that diverse female athletes have been underserved by the beauty industry for far too long, and my mission is to help change that. Yeah. And I hope that you'll join me in building a more active and inclusive vision of beauty. Thank you.
Tanya, Tanya, Tanya. Yes. I want to try out the spray. I'm ready.
Girl, I got you.
Okay.
Got samples.
All right. Over to the judges. We'll start with our sponsor table.
Thank you, Tanya. That was a great presentation. I'm a big fan of finding a need and a solution for a need. I'm a champion for DE&I initiatives with my organization, and so, you know, being of a diverse background and not having a product that fits what you need, in finding a solution is amazing. So I continue to commend everyone and you for doing so.
Thank you.
In this process, you've self-funded this. Have you considered investors?
I have. I think it's a little bit early. I would really like to be incredibly disciplined and make sure we have product market fit before we bring in capital from anyone. I have been approached and I've asked, or friends and family have asked me if I'd be willing to take investment, and I've said no initially because I would spend their dollar just like I would spend my dollar, and I just really want to make sure that we get it right before we really pour gasoline on the fire. Thank you.
Okay, over to our industry table for feedback, please.
Very great presentation all around, very strong. One of the things that really resonated at the end is you talking about who you are and your background, and that I haven't been to the Olympics, or I haven't done this or that, but one of the things that we deeply believe, or my firm Slauson & Co, we say all the time, is your lived experience is your competitive advantage, and it's really about leaning into authentically who you are. And your perspective and all the things that you've been through from growing up in Vermont all the way through today, that make you uniquely positioned to thrive and succeed. And I love that that's embedded in what you're doing. One question that I had was a very simple one. I just wanted to make sure that I understood, does rinse-free mean you don't need additional water to wipe this off before or after or something like that?
That's right. So as a skincare addict, I would never go to bed without washing my face. So I'm not going to tell you not to wash your face. But our products are designed to have active ingredients that are antibacterial and control acne and oil production, and to tide you over for the several hours between the gym and when you actually get home at night, because that's really my daily routine. And our active ingredients are formulated at concentrations that are appropriate for leave-on application, which is what a lot of that is missing in active skincare right now. You have active ingredients at concentrations and preservatives that are not appropriate to be left on the skin for that long without rinsing, and that causes irritation and skin damage.
Awesome. And really quickly, the other question I had was about how you think about the balance between going direct to consumer versus retail. Like, where do you see the future of the business, or how do you see it balancing out?
Initially, I think we do need to be primarily direct to consumer. The profit margins are just so much higher that way, and we think that there's a lot of opportunity to also sell not only in e-commerce direct to consumer, but in-person direct to consumer. I see a lot of opportunity for in real life activations at gyms, including my own CrossFit gym, at sporting events, et cetera, and we would love to be primarily direct to consumer. However, we do already have interest from retail partners, and we absolutely want to bring them on eventually for scale and brand awareness as well. So I do see us being primarily direct to consumer, but with a growing retail presence as we scale.
That was great. Such a smart and thoughtful approach, and again, your uniqueness of what you bring to the table is so valuable. In thinking about this, in entering this market with kind of 10-ton gorillas in the market of companies, how do you balance both a go slow and not having one of those companies just that you've identified this market and they just go after it and use their marketing oomph behind it? That's one question. And the second question is, how much money do you ultimately think you're going to need to really take this business and reach your goals and aspirations, both financially and LA 28, et cetera?
So in terms of the bigger players in this space, there are bigger players in this space already, and they're not doing what we are doing. So we definitely have identified a niche. I think I do have a competitive advantage because my standards are so high, and we are not seeing the big players indexing on inclusivity, sustainability, meticulous formulation by diverse female chemists, et cetera. And so they're already here, but they're not doing it yet. But I recognize your question. They could easily do that in the future. I think that's where having a founder story that is true, having authentic passion for the cause, and having a truly authentic social mission as well can really do a lot to help separate us from the pack. In terms of how much money I think it will take to get us, for example, to the 2028 Olympics, I really do see this, I want to clarify, I really do see this as a venture-backed brand. I just don't see it as a venture-backed brand today, and I don't think it would be responsible to take hundreds of thousands, if not millions of venture capital dollars now before I've really tested the market and established true product market fit and been really disciplined with the money that I do have. I think to answer your question, to get to the LA 2028 Olympics, it will take millions.
One more.
Congratulations on your business model and your project.
We just need you to turn your mic on, please.
Can you hear me now? Again, congratulations on your business model, your product. Again, stemming from inspiration, from personal struggle, personal battle, and overcoming that, and here comes the end result. One thing that I was really impressed by, and again, all the other contestants have done an amazing job, is you have a focus already on sustainability, on taking care of the environment, which is one of the key things that we're looking at as a culture in the entire planet, right? The other thing that I was impressed by is not only looking at that, but you're looking at also the fiscal responsibility that you have. One thing that not always we see from business owners is, in your case, you have this fiscal responsibility where you're very meticulous about where every penny is going into. I was very impressed with how you're already diversifying this $25,000 that you may get and how it's going to be impacting, penny by penny. And then you have a buffer zone on top of that. So you're already prepared for what can go wrong, what may not go the right way for you. So that's very impressive because unfortunately not all business owners do that. So in your case, to have that in mind, and then to have diversity and inclusion as part of your business model as well, is another way that separates you from others. So I just want to commend you for using your personal struggles to overcome that and make that your motor and your inspiration for your business. And then, of course, the inclusion aspect of that, I think is impressive. So just congratulations on your business model. And again, give yourself a great applause because I think you're headed for great success. And one last quick question. I did see the UCLA logo, and I'm a Bruin alum, so I have to ask, are you in talks with the athletic department already to use your product?
Not yet, but I have a few very close female athlete friends from CrossFit who actually go to UCLA, and we are looking to do a consumer perception study with UCLA athletes. So they are on our radar, and we'll be working with them soon.
I'll go Bruins, and I wish you tremendous success.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Judge.
I'll be super brief. And thank you so much. And I saw the hand go up, so I understand we're on a time. Tanya, very, very good. I'm so intrigued and interested in what you're doing as someone who loves wellness and has also created a beauty product that has scaled and sold at Sephora and Nordstrom and all those places. The question or point I wanted to just share that you might consider. I think when people think about retail, especially in this category of wellness and skin, we lob ourselves into the beauty category because that's what exists. But when you're thinking about your retail growth and expansion, there is probably a greater opportunity for you to actually have retail in the gyms. And also thinking about sustainable retail opportunities because the gyms will then purchase. And so it's the same thing when you think about hospitality, going into those spaces, and not singularly think about retail in the direct-to-consumer way from a Nordstrom, a Sephora, a Macy's. Think about those gyms as outposts for retail.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, judges. And thank you, Tanya, for your vision. We are so excited for you, and I can't wait to see what the judges think.
Thank you so much.
See you backstage.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, so while our judges are deliberating, we have another program we want to educate you on from VSEDC. So please welcome Roxy Woolley to the stage to talk about the Digital Accelerator Program.
Thank you. Let's give it up for our incredible host. Thank you, everyone. My name is Roxy Woolley. I am the manager of Outreach Initiatives, and I'm here to talk to you about our newest cohort, the Digital Accelerator. As a part of VSEDC's ongoing commitment to fostering growth and empowerment in South LA, I'm thrilled to share the success of our Digital Accelerator cohort. This program brings together youth emerging from foster system with our business clients to collaborate and master essential online marketing skills. During the 6-week cohort, both business and youth work in parallel, gaining practical experience in creating impactful, engaging content, identifying target markets and effectively reaching them online, selecting the best social media platforms for their unique products or services, and using analytics to drive data-informed marketing strategies. One of the SCDC clients, Grow Your Edges Back, participated in the program and saw tremendous growth in his business reach and online engagement. By applying the skills he learned in the cohort, he launched targeted ads using the program stipend, which led to a remarkable increase in monthly sales, which increased from $576 in monthly sales to an impressive $31.3 thousand in sales. The impact has been transformative, illustrating the program's effectiveness in enabling real, measurable growth. Yeah. Even as someone with extensive experience in social media, I found this cohort enriching, gaining new strategies and insights that I've been able to apply to my own business. As the cohort wraps up, our youth participants go on to intern with our business clients, applying their new skills by managing social media accounts and understanding the direct impact of their work. These experiences build their resumes, and many have secured jobs post-programs, with some even being hired by the companies where they interned. The results have been phenomenal. All participating businesses have seen exponential growth in their digital presence and revenue, and youth participants gain valuable skills and real-world experience. It's this kind of community-driven collaboration that truly uplifts and strengthens South LA, and I'm honored to be a part of it. Thank you.
You did it. You did it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing about the Digital Accelerator Program. You guys give it up one more time for Roxy. I have been having so much fun with you, and I'm really disappointed there's just one more company left. But it's going to be a good one. Okay, so I want to introduce and tell the story of Janelle Brooks Petty, All Chill Inc.
I'm Janelle Brooks Petty, co-owner of All Chill, hip-hop ice cream shop in historic Leimert Park Village in South LA. We are an ice cream manufacturer, caterer, shop, and cultural institution built around 3 tenets. Culture, hip-hop culture is ubiquitous. It raised me and so many in my life. Community is at the center of all that we do. And cream, the most delicious artisanal ice cream. Winning the Grand Pitch competition would be so important to our business because we could be more efficient. We have a really small team, and getting better equipment can help us produce more with the team that we have and grow through greater efficiency. I'm hoping that you will join me in creating more impact in Leimert Park and through South LA as we grow. All Chill, All Chill.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Janelle Brooks Petty with All Chill Inc.
My microphone off. But can you hear me? We'll get in there.
Hey, how you doing? I like your glasses. Those are cute.
I need a liberated pair.
There we go. I like that. Repping for each other. Okay, so hip hop and ice cream. Who's your favorite hip hop artist?
How can you have one? But right now,
Top 5 dead or alive?
Kendrick, period, right
Kendrick. Okay. All right. They not like us. They are not like us. Okay. Favorite ice cream flavor?
now. At the shop right now, pineapple mojito.
All right. That sounds good. Okay. So are you ready to pitch?
I am.
All right. The stage is yours.
Thank you. It was all a dream, culture, community, and the finest ice cream. I'm Janelle Brooks Petty, co-founder with Julian Petty, that guy back there, my husband, of All Chill, a hip-hop ice cream shop based in historic Leimert Park in South LA. As longstanding residents of Leimert, we saw a tide of new developments surrounding our hidden gem of a community, and the threat of unnerving cultural shifts, few community gathering spaces, blight, and no local shops for my most beloved treat, ice cream. And that showed that we needed to get involved in our commercial redevelopment in this neighborhood, our community, with a public-facing business that stood as a tool for cultural preservation. A gathering place for existing and new and visiting community members, a beacon of light where empty storefronts abound, and an artisanal ice cream shop bringing joy to a community that's persisted through most challenging times. All Chill showcases Black and brown culture through the accessible lens of hip hop at our local shop. We facilitate events as a caterer, and through educational programming like Ice Cream is Science for youth or for team building in corporate settings. We manufacture the best artisanal ice cream, vegan creams, and sorbets in town. Our pricing starts at rates that allow the full breadth of our community to participate in the experience, and it tiers up to more adequately reflect the quality of our offering and the costs of our supplies. Our team is small for the ground that we cover, with varied professional experience in design, business development, law, and marketing. Our executive team steers the ship slowly and steadily forward. Our Scoop Squad is the heartbeat of the team, with local youth and young adults, growing their experience and our enterprise with the core value of building community. Our consultants come with focused expertise to help refine our operations and prepare All Chill to scale to new market segments and greater market share. The U.S. ice cream industry is a $19 billion industry with an expected growth rate of 4.2 annual growth. Our focus is tightly tied to artisanal offerings in unique flavors distributed locally, with insights to support wider distribution in the future. Ice cream has historically been recession-proof. 73% of Americans consume ice cream weekly. That's like 20 pounds per person annually. California leads the charge in production and in consumption of ice cream, and consumers prefer locally made ice cream, and that's across the country. Finally, something we agree on. Well, local food culture is ripe for new perspectives, and South LA has a dense population. It's often considered underserved relative to quality food offerings, and this presented an opportunity for All Chill to foster impact through market penetration. Okay. Competition, including businesses that sell ice cream, other dessert shops, grocery stores, still remain distant. As All Chill faces no artisanal shops within more than 2 miles. We offer a premium product in what's considered a food desert. We participate as an engaging business in a re-emerging historic economic hub like Ade. He's one of my neighbors. And we maintain an authentic relationship with the community that we serve. We've worked with Metro, with Jack and Jill, with Apple, with Warner Records, local schools and community organizations like Vermont Slauson, and private clients as well. And we reflect the community that we serve, and our clients understand that our growth is actually their growth. All Chill's shown steady growth each year, with a 53% revenue growth year over year for 23 to 24. Thank you. It's a labor of love. 65% growth in units sold, and a burgeoning wholesale arm. We aim to continue growing with a minimum growth rate roughly twice the industry average annually for the next 5 years. And we believe a concerted direct-to-consumer marketing effort for greater awareness, efficiency in production through better equipment and co-pack arrangements to service the string of international sporting events that are coming to our town. Expanding our product offering and the locations that we sell, and deepening our community connections through partnerships, cross promotions, and providing opportunity will promote the continuance of these upward performance indicators and grow the impact that we aim to foster. The road's been bumpy, launching with personal savings during the pandemic, having an unusually long agency process, 2.5 years, but with an avalanche of community support, we continue to move forward. Our first pop-up was January 21, renovation in 22, and finally opening a state-certified dairy processing plant on Juneteenth weekend in 2023. And all of those indicators boosting from that launch show that we're primed to carry All Chill to new heights for the community that we serve with our stellar scoops and smiles. And now you will enjoy some of our scoops. Thank you. We can talk through that part. Yeah.
Janelle, great job as the judges are getting samples. Now, I personally was ready to join the Scoop Squad until you said something about 20 pounds, and I've been trying to get the weight off at SoulCycle. So talk to me about the flavors that are available for the judges to try today.
Okay, so Benta, which ones do we have today? We should have. Yeah, so lemonade, peach tea, and cookies and cream are non-dairy options. Salted caramel and honey lab are considered premium ice cream. It is a trade designation. Yeah.
So you mentioned earlier that you are a distiller. What's the proper term?
A state-certified dairy processing plant.
So what does that mean?
That gives us the legal right to produce ice cream and frozen desserts. Like you can't just make ice cream. You have to have a lot of oversight from the state, from the county, and Los Angeles specifically. But and then once you get over a certain amount of production, you're regulated federally as well. So we're just under that mark. But that means in the state of California, we can actually make ice cream.
Okay, one more question while we're waiting for our last judge to make his selection. How did you create the love? Where did you find the love for ice cream? Where did that begin?
Oh, I've loved ice cream forever. And so one of the biggest challenges was, I have these are my daughters. I have 2 girls. And my husband, I've converted him into a sweets guy. We're going to Larchmont, we're going to Culver City, we're going to Venice, everywhere but where we live. And you have to pay $1 million for a house there in Leimert Park, Crenshaw and King. But you can't get a scoop of ice cream unless it's Rite Aid, which is actually barely considered legally ice cream. So, and actually Rite Aids are bankrupt, so that counter is not open, right? So, for something that should be available at Main Street, USA, we thought our neighborhood should have it. And it was really a good way for us to connect with our community that was ageless, that was honestly classless, raceless, all of the things that divide people. This was a way to be a connector.
Awesome. Okay, so now that the judges have had a chance to try out the product, I want to go over to our sponsors table to get some feedback.
Me? Okay, better?
Yes.
Awesome. Janelle, you definitely know the way to our hearts, and that's definitely through our bellies, and ice cream is delicious. First of all, I want to commend you on hiring our local youth to work at your shop. I think it's really important for our entrepreneurs that put a focus on empowering our youth and believing in them and providing them jobs. I think that is super important, and giving them the opportunity to grow and be leaders. Again, from a financial perspective, we love to see the charts, and I love that comparison of year over year and how you've increased in sales and your revenue. So definitely great job with articulating and putting that into a presentation, especially when you're coming to investors or lenders like us. We love to see numbers, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
So great. I love the caramel one. That's really good. Thank you for that. You mentioned that the pricing is for all to participate and it rates up. Can you just share a little bit more about that?
So a single scoop at our shop is $5, where the quality of product is akin to a Salt and Star, Jenny's, or Van Leeuwen, which starts at $7.25. And that was because we have a wider economic spectrum in our community, and we intend to be a resource for the full community. So that means to buy in, it's $5. And, one of the stories that I tell people is when we got the keys to the place, there was an encampment in front of it. And we made the decision to do pop-ups on the weekends to let people know, I live in the neighborhood. We're here, we're opening, we're doing this as a love letter to the community. All scoops are $2. We could do that at, actually better than cost. We marked it as marketing, letting people know that we're coming, and people came. The encampment, I had a talk with the guys who are out there and said, hey, we're opening a shop, we kind of need this cleaned up. They came out with brooms, someone power washed, and they came in with money to support what we were doing. And I think that.
And then,
That's good.
Thank you for that. And then just last thing, what about the things you have up there?
So these are some of the things that we display at the store. And when I said a matter of cultural preservation, this is something that 4 minutes is really too short to kind of really get into. When you have 10,000 units of housing being developed at one time, and that at the time it was $2 billion in the Crenshaw corridor, and what does that do to a community? How do you have the seniors in our community still feel like this is home? How do you have the folks who left and came back like me feel some semblance of grounding in the place that developed them or was a foundation? And essentially what that meant was, for me, we need to find some way for this historically Black community, historically brown, and honestly, when I grew up Asian, you had a Japanese contingency in the community. Where are the places that we can share and hold and root in our culture in ways that are accessible to this sea or wave of 10,000 new people who are coming to the place, right? And this was a very approachable way to do it. It happened to be, and has grown quite a bit, a personal collection that my husband had been growing for some decades, and it needed to get out of my house.
Oh, the secret is out now.
So, and that's, further down the line, that's another point of business for us, and talking to folks from some cultural institutions that are helping us catalog and figure out how to leverage. And on the timeline, maybe you noticed, maybe you didn't, but some of the things that are coming on the cultural side are a documentary on hip hop that guy, again, spearheaded, and other programming as it relates to that piece of cultural preservation in a place that needed it.
Okay, over to our industry table.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Yum yum. This is good. Number one.
Thank you.
Number two. Once again, I'm from the community, so I've actually patronized this business, and I think the beauty of it is that not only do I get ice cream, but I get a history lesson in hip hop. So I'm able to bring my niece and nephew and let them know who a Salt and Pepper is, or let them know who a Andre 3000 is, also serving them something sweet to eat that they enjoy.
With organic ingredients.
With organic, exactly.
Like quality, high quality.
Yeah.
It costs $14.37 for a half gallon of cream.
Yeah.
And that's because I believe that's what our community deserves.
So once again, being from the community, this is no joke. They live in the community, and they are definitely about the community. So I just wanted to put that out there because I think sometimes it gets kind of fluffed, but this I can put a stamp on this for sure.
Thank you.
A stamp and a spoon, apparently. You got to put the spoon down.
Get the ice cream. It's amazing.
Thank you.
So
We
thank
have
you.
free scoop certificates
Thank
for
you.
everybody in the
Thank
room.
you for the ice cream, and thank you for having the vision to open your shop. I wanted to ask you I saw your milestones and where you wanted to go. Where the business is going, is there more money in the packaging and the wholesaling or the catering? Is there more money in the shop? Do you envision opening more shops? What's the 5-year vision for the business as you continue your success?
First step and things that we are already negotiating are concessions contracts. So it's a quick scale, and this is why we did the testing and the things that we needed to do to secure our co-pack arrangements, and even, one of the things that we were looking to do if we win the prize is to upgrade our equipment, right? We can double our production output with the same team that we have with one machine, right? That this prize can pay for. But aside from that, that's us being able to service the restaurants that are now, that we provide ice cream for, or the coffee shops that we provide ice cream for. Those things are already growing. The stadiums we're still in talks with. And so that's why we needed that co-pack arrangement, and how we see we can still serve the communities that are not going to be, really big cash cows, but need that light. Right? And so us being there gives other folks the gumption to put their business there, and then it helps all of our businesses. We become that economic hub that Leimert once was and deserves again to be. So concessions, to answer the question, is the next leap. Yes, for new locations, even though production doesn't have to happen there. So we have a location that is a dairy plant. We can produce for as many places as that 750 square feet can produce. And even in our co-packer, we could find that space pretty easily. Like their operation, I'm in there, my background is in architectural design. I'm in there figuring out that this room is 12 by 15. I know how much the machines cost because I already have machines. So it costs them $75,000 to build this room, and they can make ice cream and do make ice cream for 7 brands that I know. And that's the ones I know. So those are the ways that we see this thing growing, is having the capacity to facilitate that 18,000 person a night stadium, airports, or places where there's a lot of traffic with small footprint, if that's frozen vending or a cart or some small footprint, so we're not paying so much for space and we're not paying so much for labor. Those, big expenses, space, labor, and materials, or, perishable materials. So finding those things.
I know we probably don't have much time, so I'll be very quick. One, my wife is a huge fan of what you guys do, and I understand why. This is really great. I also think about like the brand, just the joy that you're bringing to the community. It's impossible to walk into an ice cream shop with a bad attitude, right? Like you just
You gotta go.
It makes you happy. And so, but I think about the marketing specifically. How do you amplify that? I guess when I think about like my wife and my son, like going to a crumble cookie per se, and that has this kind of similar artisanal thing, but like they're massive and obviously a massive marketing budget along with it.
Yeah.
But just to get that sort of experience where more people know about you, how do you think about what's
like marketing or like branding, kind of across the board?
I guess both. But really, I'm more toward how do you amplify what you're doing? Get more people to hear about
so we had the benefit of having kind of a corporate partner for a season, and that was really successful. And there were no marketing dollars from us, but we connected, and our messaging connected to their corporate messaging, and they carried us onto their billboards, onto their commercials. I'm getting calls saying, I saw you at the movies before the movie every time I go. And we paid nothing for that. And it was a beautiful arrangement because our brand values aligned with someone else's brand values. So that's something we're seeking now. There are traditional, methods of marketing that we are pursuing. We haven't, it's funny, I saw a meme about a cake, and it said small business marketing budget, and they're like slicing a paper thin slice, like that you can see through. And I said, yes, that is us. So getting creative about how we find the ability to reach more people. In South LA, there are hundreds of thousands of people, like literally, it's arguable. I've seen any range from 250,000 to 8, depending on who's reporting it, and I think that's weird. But looking at, servicing 1% of South LA makes us $1 million business. And so we can do that door to door. We can do that through the ambassadors who we work with. And like I said, we worked with everybody from Audubon, the nearest junior high, to Apple. So, and everything in between, by word of mouth and by delivering an authentic product and a real message centered on those 3 tenets: culture, and the preservation of it, community at the center of everything that we do, and people feel that. And then Cream, delivering a quality product and participating in an economic hub, which again ties to values.
Janelle, thank you so much.
Thank you.
The caramel, I had my eye on the caramel. I'm going to see you.
I'm sure we got you.
Thank you. I'll see you backstage. Okay, so that wraps up today's presentations. Please give a round of applause for all 5 businesses. I am absolutely blown away. Their vision, their purpose, their all-around strategy was absolutely inspiring. And judges, I can't pick just one, so I know you guys are gonna have a difficult decision. So there's gonna be a couple things to happen. First, I wanna bring up 2 more people from VSCDC to allow our judges to finish their final deliberation. Once that is complete, we will then have a panel on the importance of money while our judges are doing their final deliberation to help us select winners. Also, online, we haven't forgot about you. Now is the time to vote for the Audience Choice Award. Please go to Instagram to the VSCDC story and select your winner who will get a prize after the Money Matters panel. Okay, so from VSCDC, I would like to welcome back to the stage Jonathan Kennard and Tulani Watkins, who will share information about South LA and Watts Business Source Centers, as well as the Women's Business Center.
Okay, good to see y'all again. How y'all doing? Good, y'all. Whoa, we have some amazing, amazing businesses, and woo, it's just so exciting to see all the love, all the talent, all the passion, but more importantly, all the solutions for our community. And so now, one of the other solutions I'm up here to talk to y'all about is the workshops. One of the things that we do here at Vermont Slauson is we have business source centers, one located at our headquarters off Vermont and Slauson, and then we also have our other business source in Watts, located over there off of 103rd. And so, that's right, Watts in the house, Watts in the house. And that one we recently opened, I believe, a little over a year ago. And we also launched another center that I'll digress for now until the introduction. But what we do is these workshops, because part of the issue with our community is accessibility. And if you're like how I was before I was an entrepreneur, I had a 9-to-5. And so I couldn't really go during the day to a lot of these workshops or events that they had. And so what we do at Vermont Slauson is we altered that. So we have a lot of workshops and programming that we do on the weekends, that we do in the evenings to allow our entrepreneurs to be able to attend. And some of those workshops, we have a workshop on ChatGPT. I know I spoke to someone earlier, 2 ladies earlier who were consulting in the AI industry because it's really hot right now. And we have a huge opportunity to narrow that gap. And so that's why we do that workshop, to give our clients access to that knowledge. Another workshop is for QuickBooks. The biggest issue with our entrepreneurs is managing that cash flow and the funds. And so we at least regularly have a QuickBooks workshop that our clients, and you don't even have to be a client to attend a workshop. Literally anyone who can go to www.com can join our workshops. And so over the course of this next year, we have a mandate by our CEO to double what we're doing. So if you are a person out there in the audience or potentially online that you have an expertise and you know the gap that it can fill for our community, then please reach out to us. Right now, we are open taking applications for those who have specific expertise and knowledge to really give back to our community. So you can go to vscdc.org or reach out to me personally, Jonathan Kennard, Jay Kennard at VSCDC, as our Director of Programs, so we can get you into that pathway to accessing our amazing community. And without further ado, the newest addition to Vermont Slauson family is our recently launched Women's Business Center in partnership with Wells Fargo, and our newest director of that center, Ms. Tulani Watkins.
Wow. Okay, this is on. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tulani Watkins, and I am so honored to be the director of the Women's Business Center, which is powered by the SBA. Special shout out to Kenneth Crawford here, as well as in partnership with Wells Fargo. So appreciate that photo that had very important people in it during our launch. It's been such a great day. I want to emphasize, I know we have 5 amazing contestants, and if I could just for a moment say, 4 of them were women, and oftentimes, yes, go on and clap. Oftentimes with women, people think, oh, they're caretakers, but women take care of business. And I really want to emphasize with everything that is going on, the importance more than so now than ever to really support the Women's Business Center. We actually stand on 3 pillars. So one, as the judges are getting up, and I'll quickly say thank you, judges. The first one is specifically community, making sure that we are obviously helping them at Vermont Slauson, but they're also getting to know one another, being each other's accountability partner and supporting one another. The second pillar is capital. Yes, obviously financial capital, but also social capital. As we often hear, your network is your net worth. And then the last pillar is care. I think oftentimes when it's like, what is that real differentiation? Caring for the entrepreneur, if they take care of themselves, then they can take better care of their business. Really being mindful of who they are as a human before saying, okay, what is your business doing? Really saying, how are you first, and then getting to business. I am also excited to state, since we've launched, we've already had 2 cohorts that have ran, one being Urban Pose, which is focused on fashion, and the other being Beauty in the Biz, which is specifically focused on beauty. So with that being said, just know that the WBC is at Vermont Slauson. It is such an honor to be in South Los Angeles, and I truly, truly welcome you to continue to make sure that clients come to all of Vermont Slauson, and don't forget the WBC. Thank you so much.
Our panel will begin in 2 minutes.
Okay, so while our judges are off deliberating, Audience Choice Award, there is still an opportunity for you to vote. If you are not following VSCDC on Instagram, please do so now. Pull out your phones, VSCDC on Instagram for your chance to vote. Also, if you're watching online via YouTube or our other streaming channels, please feel free to write the name of your favorite company in the chat so we can add that to the tally to help us identify who will be our Audience Choice Award winner. And so now I have the pleasure of transitioning to a panel called Money Matters, where Terry Gudabon will take us through what big banks can do for small business and the importance of that work. Terry, over to you.
All right. Is this mic working okay? Yeah, we're good? All right. Well, let's give it a big hand for our judges and our contestants. One more time. Get that energy up. Wasn't that amazing? For those of you that are first time here, this is really a historical moment for Vermont Slauson, and we're so happy that you guys are here to join us in witnessing this opportunity, for growth, for an opportunity to turn a corner for the next several years and to make change in the community. And so I see some of my folks there turning their head, yes. All right, well, my name is Terry Gudabon. I get the honor of hosting Money Matters, and I want to just, before I introduced our key bankers who are sponsoring our event, I just wanted to bring up a few things about what I found out, what I found about them through ChatGPT. Just to say that we're getting involved in ChatGPT. First Citizens Bank is a longstanding conservative bank and has helped amass over 30 banks, and First Citizen has been around for 100 years. They're still controlled by the holding family, and if you need a strong and conservative bank, they're the bank, all right? Next one we have here today, we have U.S. Bank. While people often see U.S. Bank as a traditional bank, they're quietly investing in technology, artificial intelligence, blockchain, cloud computing, streamlining operations, and they are a tech-forward bank approaching to a widely recognized and more traditional banking at the next level. Our last bank here, and I'll turn the mic over to them. Citibank is a global presence spanning over 90 countries. So as we start to think beyond our space here, Citibank is already in 90 different countries. They connect international investors and with needed funding for infrastructure, healthcare, public projects. And Citibank is mainly known for a consumer bank, but it is also a major player in the global economic development. So I want to introduce today our bankers. I'm going to let them give us their name and what bank they're with and how long they've been banking. You'll be surprised collectively that I think together we're probably over 70 years in banking. And today we want to just sort of ask a couple of questions of you. But before we do, let's go ahead and introduce them.
Hi, thanks so much. My name is Jane Lee. I'm an area director for the U.S. Retail Bank. That also includes business banking, so looking forward to our conversation. And I've been with the bank, should I say rounding up to 30 years? I think I'm pretty close to 30 years now.
I'm Pia Peralta. I'm a business banking relationship manager from First Citizens Bank. I've been with the bank since 2 years ago, but I've been doing this since 2003, assisting business customers with their lending needs.
My name is Musi Asafau, and I'm a small business specialist with U.S. Bank, one of many that cover our entire footprint. And I've been in banking for 7 years now.
All right, audience. So here's what I want to do to help us, help you get some key nuggets tonight. How many of you, how many business owners are there out there? Please raise your hand. Let me see. Look at these guys. Look at these hands. All right, very good, very good. Excellent. So how many, by a show of hands, have revenues up to 250,000? Raise your hand. Excellent, excellent. Okay, how many businesses have revenues that are over 250,000? Raise your hand. Okay, very good. And can I ask how many businesses are over 500,000 or more? Anybody in the house? Where are you hiding? I can't see you. Are you there? All right. So now we know our audience, right? All right, so here's the first question that we're going to ask. What kind of preparation does a small business need to have to work with your bank, either for lending or building a relationship? So I'm just going to open it up, and you can address pretty much the whole crowd.
Sure. I'll start. Thank you. So generally, we would say, kind of display the passion and knowledge that you saw on the stage, I think, right? They have a hard choice to make, but having everything in order is really important in terms of your financial statements, being able to forecast your business plan, and then if you are requesting funds, you really want to be clear with how you're going to utilize the funds, right? Because we have different products and services to fit your needs. And so depending on your need, it will be a term loan or it could be a revolving line of credit. And so we'd like to be able to serve your specific needs and not make a general assumption, right? And so be ready with your financial and then have a really clear business plan.
And then I wanted to add to that, definitely be fiscally responsible, right? Meaning, manage your expenses, manage, be fiscally responsible in your personal and also your business, because that will show in your financial statements, in your tax returns, and at the end of the day, we would look at a positive cash flow that you could pay the loan back.
Okay. These are really great points you pointed out. In addition to that, have a game plan, I guess, an idea of where you want the business to go, where you're currently at, and projections in terms of what your capital needs are, because what you need now may not be what you need in 6 months or a year or 2 years. So sometimes preparing yourself and having that goal in mind, making the preparation now, because it's a lot easier to get working capital when you don't need it than when you actually need it, because it does take time to put that in place. So having a vision, strategy, and sharing what that is, and an openness. I mean, some clients I have conversations with at first are sort of closed off and don't want to share. We're part of your team. You know, we're here to support business owners, access capital, and solve problems that they see and may not even see when they first meet with us. And having that idea that they can share, you know, their fears, their expectations, allows us to better serve them and be that trusted advisor, you know, that dream maker and facilitator to have them achieve the dreams that they have for themselves.
Very good, very good. I think if as a CDFI, we'll just pitch in that. Find out what being lendable or loan ready means. If you don't know what it is, it's several of these things that they mentioned, but find out what you need and who do you need to partner with to get the information. I think you heard earlier that someone says be fiscally responsible. Well, what if I'm just a startup and I don't have any fiscal, you know, experience? You want to go to a CDFI or you want to go to your bank and ask them, who can I get help to get my numbers together? Because those numbers will tie into your vision of what your business is going to be all about. And of course, the rest of the stuff is really what you're made of, is what's your passion, you know, what do you want to do, what do you want to do today, what do you want to do between now and the Olympics, okay? All right, so I guess our next question would be, what kind of, let me see, what do you foresee that are changes in lending as we go forward for small business? What kinds of things that should we prepare for?
So I've been in banking for a long time, and I hate to admit that, but I must say banks always lend to businesses. I've never seen it stop all the time. It's just a matter of sometimes there's industries that we're very cautious of just because maybe in the economic factors, there's a certain industry where, okay, let's not lend to that certain industry or just be cautious. But at the same time, if you were in that industry, but you're still, you know, you're still showing positive numbers, you're still showing increasing trend, that's going to be mitigated. So I can just say it's not, I've never seen it, and I'm still going to foresee that it's going to continue. So yeah.
Go ahead.
The main thing that there's a lot of AI that's being, you know, incorporated into decision-making programs. So there's that, and we at U.S. Bank have like tried to in certain levels try to streamline the application process to make it quicker from a decision-making point of view. So I foresee that having an impact across the banking sector in the decision-making process for capital needs. But when it comes down to, you know, what do I foresee? Cycles. You know, we have, you know, annual cycles, we have macroeconomic cycles, we have, you know, local cycles, and we need to make sure our business owners are prepared to manage those cycles. From a lending point of view, from a working capital point of view, and also shocks. One thing we learned from the pandemic was that, you know, the businesses that had access to lines of credit were able to weather that storm until the SBA was able to get in there and provide them access to PPP funding. But, you know, and the businesses that didn't had a really tough time. So making sure you're prepared for, you know, situations that you do not foresee at the very beginning.
Yeah, I'd like to build on the risk factor. I think traditionally you're looking at revenue streams, right? And you do want to lean into your strength, but you also want to have diversity in terms of revenue streams. So try to focus on not having a concentration of risk in terms of lending, right? In terms of future, I would say, building on what you said earlier on the first question, which is the more we know about you, the more effective we could be at providing solutions, right? Whether it's traditional or we have partnerships, right? Where we might say this is probably not the right path right now, but we can make some introductions, and there might be some other programs that work for you. It might be SBA, it could be community lenders and partners. And so I would say, again, just please make sure that you are reaching out and building your network. And I do sometimes see that we make some assumptions, right? You might walk into a bank and think, well, you know, a lot of folks come to Citibank and say, I know you as a credit card company, right? And we do so much more. And so just think from a bank perspective, we want your full relationship. We do want to have a holistic relationship with you. So the more we know, the better. Don't hold back the information, because we'd love to help build for your future.
Thank you so much. So I think we have time for one more question. And no, we're good? Do we have time for one more question from the audience? All right, let's take a question from the audience. Anybody? Any questions? Is there any questions from the online folks? Okay, yes, go ahead. You're going to have to speak up loud. Oh, I can do that. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Credit. So for us, line of credit means short-term working capital, right? You really need to use it for, while you have receivables out there, but you have operating expenses, so you need that to bridge that gap, right? While you're waiting for the 30-day to be paid, you need to pay that, your salaries, for example. So we want you to use that line of credit. But it needs to revolve. So once you get that payment, you need to pay that down. So when you say, I want a line of credit, but you bought equipment, now it becomes a permanent working capital, which banks don't want. So you want to keep on revolving it. So that's where Jane was saying sources and uses. So tell us what you need, we'll structure it for you, and that's when, you know, we can advise you so you can still continue to grow with a bank, continue to see, use other products, right? So that's basically what a line of credit is, which is a short-term working capital.
30 seconds, go ahead.
Could I build on that just a little bit? So if you are establishing credit for the first time, another great option is business credit cards, right? And then look into a business line of credit. You might also want to consider structuring with a bill at the end, a business installment loan at the end. And so you might convert that line of credit into a business installment loan. I hope that helps.
And going off of what Jane said, from a definition point of view, a line of credit is sort of like a credit card, but it doesn't have a card component to it. The interest rate's a lot lower traditionally, so it allows you to, you know, fund your short-term working capital needs. And the recommendation to start off with a credit card is also a great idea from a credit analysis point of view. And my suggestion is actually, as soon as you open that bank account, get a credit card, because it allows you, the business, to start building credit from that day. If you don't do it for 2 years down the line and you're using personal credit cards, you're not allowing yourself the ability to have that business build credit during that period of time. So it shows responsible management of the credit that you have. So when we're looking to give you a line of credit or a term loan or equipment finance, we can rely on that information to show that you've been managing your credit well.
Well, our time is up. Thank you so much. I want to thank all the bankers for supporting Vermont Slauson and the community, and we just want to continue building with you along. Thank you, audience. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Terry, for sharing that information and for that informative conversation. How are you guys doing? Don't sound like you're doing good. How you guys doing? Okay, there we go. We are getting ready to give away $25,000. The energy in here should be through the roof. There we go. I like that. So you have heard from 5 incredible companies, and our judges are very, very close. I would love to get some thoughts from the audience on some companies that really bubbled to the top for you, some things that you saw today that were interesting, some companies that you saw, maybe some information that you learned about VSCDC. And I'd love to hear from you and what you've thought about today's program so far. Absolutely. I agree. Very hard decision. Do you have a favorite? Any favorites? Anybody want to mention their favorites?
You look like you about to say something, Annabelle.
Thank you, Annabelle.
Hi, everybody, and I'm happy to represent Citi. So very, very happy to be here today in support of all the businesses and Vermont Slauson EDC, who we've partnered with for a little bit. I thought they all did really wonderful. I loved the glass, the eyewear.
Yeah, Liberated Eyewear.
That was my top choice at first until the ice cream came on. But they were all fantastic. They were all fantastic.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Anybody else want to share? Oh, over here.
We'll go left side, then we'll go to the right side.
How you doing? What's your name and where you from?
My name is Keisha Mills, and I'm the owner of Winter Grace Sugar-Free Chocolates.
Oh, nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much. Is it working?
Mm-hmm. You sound good.
Okay. I learned so much today. I applied for this pitch, but I realized I wasn't ready. But I noticed that people that had a product to give, to sample, that pulled the people into the pitch. It made them a part of the pitch, which I thought was very interesting. We do pitch even though we don't have a physical product, but I think the physical product plays a part on it. And also, I feel like the people that are working the product, working in their business day to day, they have more experience in the pitch.
Okay.
They're more comfortable. It was like no question caught them off guard. It was like they really live what they're doing.
That's good.
And that brings everything into the whole picture, the whole spectrum of the pitch. And I realized that stood out for me.
Awesome. And so are you a member of VSCDC?
I am.
We love that. Thank you so much for being here.
I've been going to all the EMI classes, and I'm really benefiting greatly from this program.
Awesome.
I mean, extremely.
Thank you so much for being here and for being a real-life representative of VSCDC. Tell us the name of your company one more time.
Winter Grace Sugar-Free Chocolates. We sell sugar-free, gluten-free, and nut-free chocolates for people that have diabetes and people that have celiac disease and people that have tree nut allergies.
Awesome. What's your website or your Instagram?
It's wintergracesugarfreechocolates.com, and I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. We're glad that you were here. And thank you for your feedback.
We have one more?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Jose. This was great. This was a great experience. I'd never been to one of these before, and hopefully next year I'll be the person up there providing a pitch. And I like to say I'm a big sports enthusiast, so I work for the community, doing a lot of work for schools. And I really love the bicycle pitch because we need to get everybody to start working out and start getting busy. And I also like the facial spray because, again, you know, I like sports. But everybody did a great job. It was
Awesome.
great.
Thank you so much.
We have time for one more?
Yeah.
Hi, Jerry Hykins with Innovate Capital, which is, we are currently raising a venture fund for diversity. My partner, many of you may know who he is. He's the OG Arabian Prince from NWA fame, one of the founding members, but very impressive group of founders. I see dozens and dozens of pictures over the course of the last 6 years, and impressive both from the social community aspect to the business models. I have to say Select Active really impressed me because she is so thoughtful of the process where she's at. Even though she's pre-revenue, hasn't launched, she understands the importance of not taking on capital yet, which is smart. knowing that she doesn't have the market validity, because that's what we want to see as investors. We want to see that the market's proven, that her product's proven. So I really liked her, not that she's in an investable spot because she is pre-revenue for what the ecosystem's looking at right now, but because she's so smart and thoughtful on the whole process as she moves forward.
Yeah, I absolutely agree 1000%. She was very intentional about not wanting to take any dollars before she was ready. And I think as we talk about capital and access to capital, sometimes that's the first thing you're looking for. You're like, show me the money, and you want to run towards that. But I love to see that her. Absolutely. We still have some time for more comments and conversation.
Right here. My name's Ashley. I really liked IGL Nails because I love that you did the nails up there. That was great to see how quick you can do it if you're on the go and your nails look crappy. I know we've all been there and can't get an appointment. So it's also nice to know there's different nail bed sizes. If you run to Target, I know most of us who shop press-on nails always see the same thing, Kiss, hint, hint. So it's nice to know that there's a Black-owned company out there that does include all of our different nail sizes.
That's awesome. Please let me know if there are any comments from Instagram, and then we can interact with them as well.
Hello again. I just have to say, I felt like I was fangirling all over the All Chill. I was at an event in Huntington Library and Gardens recently, and it was the Strange Science event. And there was the ice cream cart right there, and it was the most delicious peach lemonade sorbet, and they also had delicious cookies. So I hope we all get a sample, but it was delicious, and I can tell you, I felt the passion from then. And then when I saw them up there, I said, "Oh, I know that company!" So that was so exciting. So I'm rooting for them.
Janelle, you mentioned something to me on stage. I didn't know if that was a real thing or not. Can I share with the audience? So Janelle has certificates for ice cream for each one of you to go to her shop in Leimert Park and try it out for yourself. So before the program concludes, each one of our businesses will be okay, awesome. So before the program concludes, each one of our businesses will be outside at tabletops. So you'll be able to go over and engage directly with the founder, and you'll be able to get your certificate at this time. So thank you so much, Janelle, for providing that for all of our attendees today. Okay. Judges, please come on back in. Yep, go ahead, go for it.
Hello, great, thanks. Delphine Pro U.S. Bank. I liked everyone, and let me tell you why.
Okay.
Everyone knew why they started a business. Everyone identified a problem that existed. They found a need, how to address and solve that problem. And to me, to get up here and be live stream and on camera and to stand in front of all of us who present on your business, I think everyone has won today. And I really like to thank Vermont Slauson for hosting this, because
yes,
we need to do more to amplify these businesses so they can continue to grow. And I really appreciate the fact that we was able to participate on some level, but outside of that, I like everyone. But I must just say, I did just taste that lemonade, peach ice cream. I don't know, Janelle.
Listen, I've been trying to get a taste of that ice cream for the last 30 minutes, and I haven't had any yet, but I'm getting my certificate, okay? I'm gonna get my certificate. So our judges are back, and I think the time has come for us to announce today's winners. So regardless of the outcome today, we want you to know that we see you, we appreciate you, and the work that you are doing is very, very valuable. And please do not stop at today. Keep going. This is not a linear journey. It is a journey that must continue and must move forward, and you must stick with it regardless of the outcome of today, okay? Okay, so everyone will be a winner. And the value of what has happened today is that each one of the businesses received one-on-one coaching from VSCDC and Rashonda Renee. She helped them put pitches together that they now can take to lenders as well as investors. Okay, so to begin our presentation, I would like to welcome a couple of people to the stage with me. First, the CEO of VSCDC, Quentin Strode. Hayana, they were on me earlier to roll my R, so Hayana Guerrero from First Citizens Bank, please join me on the stage. I hope I did okay. I was working on it in the back. Okay, awesome. Dwayne Isaac from Citi, please join me on the stage. And my girl, Corey Carlton from BSCDC, please come on up here and join me on the stage. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna do this one, right? This one? Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm gonna kick it off first. I'm gonna do the audience choice, and then I'm gonna hand it over to you, and you're gonna take it over from there. Okay, so our Audience Choice Award was selected by our online viewers, and without further ado, the winner is, I feel like I'm on the Grammys. That's a real drum roll. Okay, IGL Nails. Come on up. And as you are receiving your awards, we ask that you please stay here with us on the stage. Brittany, my Prestonista, how are you feeling?
I'm so excited and happy.
This is just the beginning. We're just getting started. There are more awards, okay? All right, so I'm gonna give you this. It has some information in there for you and your prize. Okay, there we go. All right, Quentin. Yep, you stay right there. Okay, so Quentin has the pleasure of presenting a lot of awards, a lot of money, so I'm gonna just hand it over.
You know what? I can't see. So you're gonna have to read that for me.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is nice.
So this is our. Not that one.
Not that one? You know? Right here. Okay, yes. Oh, thank you.
We're going 5 and 4.
Yes. Okay, 5th place.
The 5th place winner. I think we communicated to you guys that 4th and 5th would get $1,000.
Yes.
So I think we can do better than that. So 5th place, they'll get $1,500.
All right. Okay. Okay, so all of us at BSCDC are so proud that you are a part of the Elite Grand Pitch Competition cohort for 2024. You are now going to receive $1,500, and the winner is.
You got to tell me.
It's not in there. Who has the winners? Did y'all write them down? Just kidding. It's on the outside of the envelope. I'm so glad that you guys are giving us grace. Remember when I said that earlier? I meant it. Thank you. So 5th place, receiving $1,500. Please welcome Aday Neff from Ride On. Okay, so how are you feeling? Feeling good?
I'm feeling great.
Congratulations. Okay, you
So
ready?
now 4th place, and again, we committed.
5th place out of 40 is accurate. There were over 40 applicants
Exactly.
who participated or submitted their presentations for a chance to pitch, and only 5 were selected. So while it is 5th today, but it's 5th out of 40 collectively.
Thank you. So 4th place and $2,500 is Select Active Beauty.
Tanya, thank you so much. Congratulations today. Please give her a round of applause. Okay, Queen's not done yet. It's time for 3rd place for $10,000. Presented by Co-America.
$10,000. 3rd place, Liberated Eyewear.
Congratulations. Okay, so we have 2 more prizes. Dwayne, are you ready?
Ready?
Okay, over to you.
Let's go. So on behalf of Citibank, the second place prize goes to IGL Nails. Congratulations.
All right. Hayana, over to you. First place.
Yeah, and I get to read off the first place winner. What a privilege. So the first place prize by the First Citizens Bank goes to All Chills.
For $25,000. Awesome. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Congratulations to all of the founders. Can I hold some money? It's too soon to ask? Oh, you need me to get in line. Okay, all right. So, oh my goodness, what an absolutely exciting day. Please give it up one more time for the presenters. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can I kiss you? Is that okay? I'm sorry. Putting everybody to work. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. It's an honor to be here and to do this with you guys. Okay, so there's a couple things I want to share with you before we wrap up. So all of our founders will be available for you to talk with on the patio. We will have tabletops set up for you to learn more about their businesses, have some one-on-one interactions for you to network. We also have a late lunch for you with soul food from Harold and Belle's located in South LA. We told you we were serious about this South LA thing, okay? Also, on behalf of VSCDC, we want to give a heartfelt thank you to all of our sponsors. First, Citizens Bank, Citi, Comerica, Citizens Bank, US Bank. You're seeing real life dollars going back into our community and back into our small businesses. Judges, if you would please join me on the stage. Thank you so much for your insight and your time today. Jorge Munez from First Citizens Bank, Jess Tirado from Citizens Business Bank, Lisbeth DeBroy from US Bank, Dwayne Isaac from Citi, Kareem Grimes, LA native, actor and producer, Ty Bashan from Morning Mindset with Ty, Glenn Friedman from Change Reaction, Diane Valentine from Glow and Flow, and Austin Clements from Slauson & Co. Now listen, I need you to know it takes a village, and you are just seeing a piece of that right now. We also want to thank our wonderful production team. I mentioned them earlier, but Rashonda Renee, she coached all of the businesses that you saw on the stage today. She gave me some tips. She said, girl, get rid of that paper and pick that phone up. So thank you for being the coach that you are. I appreciate it. She also wanted to make sure my photos look good, so I love that. Tamika Taylor, she was the liaison to the contestants, and she supported with coordination. Please join me on the stage. Leading all of the production and the cameras that you see here, as well as our live stream, Denora Pena from Bodega 7 and her entire team. Thank you. Please join me on the stage. Creative Network Agency led all of the marketing for today's event. So Giselle Stana, Tammy Lamb, Jesse Vu, Raina Barneswell, thank you, and please join me on the stage. Now, there are a number of people here from VSCDC, but I'd like to call out a couple. Alma Secondino, Gabby Alba, Monsi Moreno, Mario Cruz, and the wonderful Corey Carlton, who have tirelessly pushed this event to completion. And if there are any other staff members from VSCDC, you are welcome to join us on the stage for this photo moment. Okay, awesome. And I would love to also just acknowledge the president and CEO of VSCDC, Quentin Strode. Thank you for your vision. And most importantly, all of you and everyone who has tuned into the live stream to support today's event. Will you look at this village? This is what it takes to support our local communities and our local businesses. This is community in action. So if you or anyone you know is interested in starting a small business in South LA, or you would like some more information, please go to vscdc.org or VSCDC on Instagram to get more information. Thank you all for coming. Please give a wave. And before we wrap it up, I want to turn it back over to Quentin Strode.
It takes a lot to pull something like this together, and our team has been working on this for several months. So I want to acknowledge them and just thank you for all your hard work. You guys wow me every time we go out and do something like this. We got one teammate who left us recently, but also contributed a lot to this effort, and that's Libby Williams. She's around here somewhere. So we want to make sure that we acknowledge Libby and all of her hard work as a part of this. Think about us, follow us. We do a lot of work in this town. We're going to do a lot more. We got a couple things that we'll be announcing soon. One of them is a mergers and acquisitions curriculum targeting businesses that are between 250 and 750,000 that can actually go out and buy another business. And we'll announce that in early December and actually roll it out in early February. We're excited about it. The team is excited about it. Roxy is actually running it for us. So, and a number of other things. Some of the winners tonight, we are now LA's newest microlender. And if you're interested in a low interest rate microloan to support your small business, please come to us. We would love to. We know you now, so we would love to connect with you and actually help you with that access to capital piece. Everything that I saw today was interesting, though. Every one of the people that pitched are ready for bank financing if you need it. So a bunch of bankers in the room. I take advantage of talking to all of these folks before they get out of this room today. And for everyone that's with us, whether you're online or in the room, long Saturday, but I think we have some things to celebrate. I can't say I was skeptical because this team always delivers, but I just didn't know what to expect, and you guys really exceeded my expectations. So great job. Next year will be bigger, and we hope this will be a core part of what we do in the future. So again, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for coming. Please join us on the patio for networking and lunch.